Come in at night, let's spark a light and see where it leads. Just you and me, hiding behind the curtain, a world so uncertain. Come and see where this leads. Circus. Circus. A world of your imagination, living just sensation. There's no one to stop you. Come on, I know you want to. There's no going back. You stepped across the final crack, and we see through you. You'll always be a part of the circus. The circus.
Wow. How's everybody doing?
What's that? What's poppin'?
Mr. Tara.
What's
Mr.
that? What's that?
Four. What's up, Four? How you
Mr.
been?
I will not say happy September the 11th, but I will identify that today is September the 11th.
Yes, everybody needs to not forget. Remember, September 11th.
Never forget.
Yeah. What's up, Four?
What's up, Tara?
How's you going? It's so good to be having you back on the panel with us, Four. Let's go ahead and say hey to everybody in the side chat that came over here to visit us, even though we're going up against football.
Football.
You go ahead and do it, Stitches. Do the roll call.
So roll call. Let's see what we got. Let me get rid of this thing off the screen so we now you gotta where the freak is that damn thing at? I haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, we don't normally use StreamYards.
Right. Well, yeah, Oh, you want me to tell you who's in the chat? Is that what you want
Yeah,
to do?
I was gonna say hey to everybody.
All right, so we got Hipster Heaven. How you doing? Clancy Woodard. Charlene. How you, Charlene? Susan. Yay! We got MJ. What's up there, Big Toe? And we got Nick and
Icky.
Irish Dragon Latte.
What's up, Dragon Lady Horny?
and my Dateline,
Not
and
beautiful.
Betty Crocker. How you doing? Clancy, what's going on, Clancy?
So
Punky,
punky here.
what's going on, Punky? And Misfit Pariah. How
Miss
you?
Jen.
Yeah, and Lydia,
What's up,
Miss
Lydia?
Lydia, and yeah, Icky and Courtney Michael and
Steve
Shauna
Yoakum.
and
You guys
Barbara
are
Girl.
great, man. I love you guys for
Wow.
coming in. That's what's
I
up.
I think they just keep coming in so I won't stop reading the names. You know what I'm saying? Then
Maybe.
they switch their troll accounts around, and then I don't know who's who, and I just keep talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so far there's no trolls, but what's up, Barbie girl, honey?
Everybody in here's a damn troll. What are you talking
I
about?
mean, like as I look down the list, I would say 90% of you are trolls. I mean, pretty much.
I think it
Four,
might be a little.
are
little
you a virgin or do you have accounts? What's up, White Tupac?
what the hell
Oh,
does that
I'm.
mean? What the hell does that mean?
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna say a four would lie.
No, I
Four.
do. I do have. Yeah.
I don't
have
troll.
Mark
more.
said hashtag innocent.
I got more than one account.
I don't troll. First of all, okay.
I really don't troll much anymore because that subscriber mode, man, it really kills the troll game.
You don't have to really troll nowadays. All you
What's
have
up,
to do,
Hazel, honey?
all you have to do is just show people what their actions are and show what they do, and they troll themselves. You don't
I
even
mean,
have to do it.
pretty much.
Oh,
Much.
we have somebody in at the
Is
door.
somebody backstage?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
somebody
yes, we have a
trying to
Oh.
kick the
special
door
guest
down.
coming up, 4 scores, and Miss Lindy. Welcome, honey.
Hey, hello, Miss Lindy.
Hello. Thank you all for having me. And hello, everyone in the side chat. So good to see you here.
Yes, Miss
Well,
Lindy, you've
yeah.
been quite a popular commodity today. Seems.
Well, supposedly my ears should have been really burning, but evidently they didn't. But, I get trashed so much, I guess my ears are used to it. So, hey,
Mark Terry's had an interesting week, period. But, yeah.
Before we go too far, my best friend Green Giant is in the side chat, and today is her birthday. So happy birthday, Green Giant!
Oh, you got to get
Taking the time
tortured.
to join us.
Happy
You
birthday.
got to get tortured. Here it comes.
What happened?
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Wow.
birthday to you. Happy birthday, Greenie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, honey. I'm glad you was born.
Wow,
Me too.
Mhm.
that was kind of interesting there, Tara. I mean,
I
it
could
almost.
picture the clothes coming off a little bit there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was getting ready to say. It almost had a burlesque feel to it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like it. I like it. I like it.
Well, Mr. Mark, I'm sure you'll either listen or hear this. So let me remind you, I don't care about your opinion, but every person that's ever come against me is gone. So if you want to be gone, you just keep it up.
That's right. They gone.
Yeah.
They
I
gone.
mean, honestly, listen, let me tell you guys out there in YouTube land what's happening. Okay.
Dive right in.
We're getting together in the back and we're deciding it's no more whatever community. It's us against you fucking dirty motherfuckers. Okay. And from now on, if you don't like what we have to say, wham. We don't owe you a link. We don't owe you a conversation. What's that weirdo, honey? If we want to talk
Weirdo,
about
he's
you.
an OG.
Yes, I love weirdo. If we want to talk about you, we're going to talk about you. If you want to go talk about us talking about you, enjoy yourself. Bon appetit, bitch. Okay. But we are not here to make friends. We are here to say it's us against you guys. It's people that fucking have a moral compass against motherfucking trash.
Right.
And it's funny, the trash trying to call out the trash all week. That's what's been funny.
Look, this whole week, they seem to be all worried up, and we haven't said nothing about them. We haven't talked about them. We haven't streamed about them. We haven't made a video about them.
We made a couple of posts.
Yeah, a couple posts on Twitter in response to what they were saying. And all I did was show the video clips of what they say. That's all I did.
Right.
So why are they
And
mad at
listen,
us? Because
They
they
didn't
said
like their own
something.
words being shared.
right. Well, here's why they don't like it, Lindy. Here's why. Because they were okay. Okay, we'll take one example. Like the whole example with what went on over with drama rehab with Nicole. Okay.
Mhm.
They don't have a problem with what they did, but then Dateline only clipped what they did. That's it. She didn't add to it or make it look like it was something it wasn't. She took a clip and she posted it. And all of these comments were like, oh, really, babe?
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
All of these comments were like negative, negative, negative. And so now, oh, I'm sorry, you know, whatever. No, you're not. You're sorry because people were calling you out.
Look, and it wasn't even a sincere apology. I mean, did you note that he still called her a bitch in the
Yeah,
process?
listen, I heard him like, oh God, I could hear the disdain from him
Mhm.
having to even deal with it when Jody was like, listen, you did wrong and you need to own it. You need to apologize. At least she was trying to step up to the plate. Like, that's what you have to do around here. People forgive the fucking devil here, but you have to ask for that forgiveness. What's up,
Well,
Stewie,
she's
honey?
the cleanup crew, literally. Chris
Yeah,
does something, and then she comes in and tries to smooth it over. Or what she
yeah.
used to do with me when I would call him out, she would be like, well, do you have a receipt for that? Bitch, I'm Lindy Live. I always have a receipt if I'm going to call your ass out.
Yeah.
Well, right. And you know, she might have a half decent channel if it was just her, but she's
Yeah.
got
We do better by herself. I agree.
exactly. She's got him over there. She's having to run interference for while she's trying to do what she does.
What's
So
that, Bridget? Beautiful Boston Bridget. Sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
yeah, I see that. I've seen a bunch of stuff like that. Seagulls. It says new YouTube TOS. You can't talk sexual. Now they might want to edit that video. Well, now they're running damage control on that video they did about Nicole right now. That's what
Well,
they're
I'm going
doing.
to tell you this. He knew what he was doing because I was sent the clip and Rachella was telling him, you can't do that with Nicole. You cannot do that with Nicole. And he was like, oh, everybody knows that I'm just kidding. And she was like, no, you cannot do that with Nicole. And he's been running around saying that he's the king of Boyd. Well, if you're the king of Boyd, then you'd know all about Nicole and what you can and can't do.
Also, I learned today that what they did was actually illegal.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
It was federally illegal. Like I was given all the paperwork and I sat and read through a whole file. Stitches will tell you I've been up, I've had insomnia. So I woke up at like 3 and I did not realize, but what they did with Nicole was actually legal. And here's why it's gross. Okay. It's gross because you did it for numbers from strangers on a chat line. You sell your soul for strangers that are half of us are fucking mental on a chat line.
Yep. And people that thought that it was funny, you're no better than him.
Right. And you're talking to somebody that can't stand Nicole. But here, and that brings me kind of full circle about what happened with Barbie last night. People, I can't stand Nicole, but I can separate my personal feelings for Nicole and see that shit was wrong. Okay.
Exactly. Morally
And
wrong, regardless of who the person was.
right. What's up, carnivorous lunar activity? Morning. But the select outrage, the fake outrage is so fucking true on YouTube. It really is, because most people won't separate. Like what happened last night with Barbie. People aren't going to separate their feelings for Barbie for what Mike did. All I've seen on YouTube all day, all I've watched is, oh, well, Barbie deserved it. Barbie deserved it. Barbie deserved it. Okay, maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. That's not going to be my point. Why does what she did equate to him doing it being okay? Because you came up on a panel and you said somebody's mama and daddy's name as a form of intimidation. And everybody is excusing it because of what Barbie did. Well, listen up, buttercups. What you need to know is that when people do that, that's what they do. And when you excuse it because you don't like the person it was done to, when it happens to you from that same person, I don't want to hear you cry, because I'm going to remind you that person showed you who they were in this community before. And because you didn't like the person they showed you to, you dismissed it.
Well, and you're right about the form of intimidation. And I would think that I've been here long enough. I don't care what you bring up about me. I don't care what you think about me. I am not the bitch that's going to be intimidated, period.
Right. Same. Four and Mike know us both for a long time, and they know we're both like that. What's up, Jenny Jen, honey?
So what do you think about the situation, Four?
Yeah, Four, what's your input?
Well, when you're, in my opinion, when you put yourself, on a certain shelf, you're always going to be on that shelf. To me, anyway. So you don't excuse. It doesn't matter who you are or who you like. If it's all the same, you know what I mean. You can't. You know what I mean. People that commit one crime in a state, with the being similar law, you can't. That's like sentencing in the same jail, in the same court system. That's like sentencing someone that did the exact same crime a different punishment with the same record. You can't do that. You have to hold everyone accountable.
Right. You have to keep that same energy.
You know what I'm saying?
You either stand for it or you don't. And if you don't, then you don't. Otherwise, it's fake outrage. I've learned a lot. I've changed over the time of being here. I used to do things I won't do now. I've been a total, you can't call me a hypocrite, because a hypocrite is someone who is doing things hypocritically. I actually have learned from my mistakes and realize that I have been very guilty of the whole selective outrage, right? Like if it's my friend, like, oh, the audacity of you. But if I don't like you, it's like, ha ha ha, you deserve it. There's either rules or there's not.
And I think we've all been guilty of that at times.
Yeah.
It's human nature.
There's either rules or there's not. It's like, G, listen, I'm going to call G out right now. Here's why. Because G's over there, and I'm listening to clips where G has Botter in his community. He don't want to hear about what Botter's doing. He has Marilyn Mike in his community doing things to, share girls' nudes and obviously look people's families up, and he don't want to hear that. That's not his problem. But the minute Melton's doing something to Hazel, which fuck Melton, I love Hazel, and I'm all about dragging Melton for doing something to Hazel. But my point is not that. The minute, he's on what Melton's doing to Hazel, like keep that same energy, either involve yourself or don't.
Yeah, but what G does, this is a good example of what he does and the reason he gets the heat he gives, because he sits over there and says, oh, home base, I got all these good peeps over here, and
right.
They don't go real life or docs or do none of that,
Right.
But what it, and then you got Marilyn Mike going around doing the most to everybody, wanting to dox you, wanting to come to your house and fight you. I mean, whatever.
And Marilyn Mike came in, and I told Tara this, came in Mark Terry's a couple of months ago and said, hey, I've got all Tara's information if you want to use it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me, Marilyn Mike. Oh, honey. Well, listen, you're a big, bad, tough guy, right? You walk around here so big and tough. Ooh, you a big, fat guy in the fucking hall of school. Bitch, if you want to meet up and you want to come out and bring your ass out here to the South, to hillbilly land, like all you people like to call anybody that has a Southern accent a dumbass hillbilly, well, you just bring your ass on out here, honey. Since you want to worry about what my information is, if you have it, pull up. Bet
he can't leave the state of Maryland.
You fucking gotta be. I got all Tara's information. Let me ask any of you what you're going to do with my information when you get it. I don't have any kind of record, never been arrested, never been in trouble. I don't have minor children. You're not going to come after that. I don't have a fucking job. I own my house. I mean, like, really, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it?
that's where I'm at. When people are always like, I'm like, everything about me's out. What else you gonna do? Nothing. Nobody's
we
gonna
must
roll up
have
on me.
And Marilyn Mike is not fighting nobody. I watched Marilyn Mike over on Boston Girl Bridget's damn stream when he was over there acting like he was in charge of something. Walk from his couch to the front door and back to the couch and couldn't hardly breathe. I thought he was going to have to hook up a damn oxygen machine to keep his ass going for the rest of the time.
And put a damn shirt on. Nobody wants to see that.
Right.
What's up, King? Joe King says Marilyn Mike is welcome to come visit me. I'm in South Texas. Oh, a Texan. And I lost it. And I have a hanging tree in my backyard that hasn't been used. Oh, damn. I should have made that one out loud. Retract.
Break that limb, though. You'd need a big tree.
Yeah, no shit. Listen, dude. Listen, this is what I'm going to say. Every one of y'all can dismiss what he did to Barbie last night, saying her mom and dad's name on the fucking live stream because y'all don't like Barbie or what Barbie's done. I don't dismiss somebody that had Barbie's information and went on a fucking panel and said it out loud. He didn't even bother to threaten or try to intimidate her privately. He just went ahead and put it out there. Now, I get Barbie said, let's go to war. I get it. Okay. So whatever reasons you want to justify it, that's fine. But when he does your shit up, don't cry. Because he showed you who he was in this community. And he'll fucking come up and call your... And listen, let me say something real quick to Marilyn Mike, because even if you ain't listening right now, you gonna listen. You are tardy to the party, honey. Do you know how many times Barbie girl been doxed the fuck out? Do you have a clue what that girl's been through? Jake did it all the way up when Morticia called her brother and talked about herpes on his dick from Barbie girl at 2 a.m. You think you're going to do something her family hasn't seen? Come up with a new plan, honey, because you are party to the party.
But you're a weak ass motherfucker when you're going after a woman that's got cancer. You need to leave your mother out of it.
Yeah. Oh, let me call your dad. Let me let you know I know. Listen, if I would have been Barbie, this is what I would have said. My dad lives down the hall, and a good father protects his daughter. So I'm going to go hand him off the phone and let him know you're worried about him. And I would have let my dad talk to him.
Do you know how many times people have said to me, do I need to call your husband? Well, I wish you would. I wish you would, because he would cuss you 3 days upside down the other and 4 times on Sunday. Exactly.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. And honestly, I'm sick of hearing, you know, well, first of all, it's been an interesting week. You've had like Bergs go after Hazel and threaten to kill her and whatever. That's crazy. And you've had Mark over there telling everybody that what's what, all the scum on YouTube, when he's one of the biggest scums of all. But what I'm just really sick of is you only fucking care if it's your friend. Otherwise, they deserved it. And I'm really over that mentality. You either stand for it or you don't.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, I refer back to the court comment. You know what I mean? If it's the same thing, you got to be held accountable for it. Same shelf. Doesn't matter whose turn it is or how many years ago it is. If you did it, you did it.
Yeah.
Whether it's 2008 or 2018.
Look, it's just like everybody knows that I'm friends with Barbie, okay? And the night that she was on Mark Terry's panel doing what she was doing to Harvard chickie and her and that Nicolina chick, what did I do? Even though Barbie's my friend, I still went up on that panel and I went after Barbie and told her she was wrong. Yep. Because what she was doing was wrong. That's why people say, well, you was just arguing with this person, but now you're good with them. I don't hold a grudge. Look, the way I was raised, okay, I'm from North Carolina. And the way I was raised is we go out behind the bar and settle it and then go buy each other a beer. That's just how I was raised.
Yeah, rolling the hay. Yeah.
No,
and also people can grow. People can grow and change here. I know it's a hard concept to believe, but people can you know, people can get good friends and good influences in their life, and they can try to be better. But some of you people just continue to hold their feet to the fire, and you won't give them a fucking chance. And that's fine. I understand. Once I hold people the same way, but you should still never dismiss fuckery, even if you don't like that person. I mean, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just like Mark Terry over there trying to talk about Lydia when she ain't, I mean, Lindy, when she ain't never done, I was reading the side chat and saw Lydia's name, sorry. Lindy, when she's never done anything but tell the truth on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's mad because she tells the truth on him.
No, that's the problem. You see, that's
exactly. That's what they get mad. They get more mad about you telling the truth or putting a clip up of what they say than they do if you go after them. Because if you go after them and get up on a panel and argue with them, then they can sit there and gaslight you and spin the narrative. And you can't. That's why I don't say anything. That's why this whole week I haven't said a word. All I did was post other people's clips of what they say. I didn't say anything about them. I didn't do a video on them. None of us have. But they continue to keep it going because you know why? It brings them views.
That's why he wants to get me on his panel, because he wants views, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah. But remember, Mike, you're dumb. You're dumb. How could you have an idea how to troll anybody, you stupid motherfucker? I mean,
I made people midweek go live that hadn't been live in the damn morning time in a year. And all of a sudden they going live all worried up.
And listen, let me talk about that real quick, Mike. Yes, that is a fact. And here's why. I'm going to call out a couple of things. A, as soon as Barbie Girl went up, your name was the first one out of his mouth. B, when y'all were all over there hanging out with Rich Life and he was feeling some type of way, and it was apparent he was feeling some type of way, he didn't call his buddy Abe out. Oh no, the only name he called out being feeling some type of way about y'all hanging out with Rich Life was yours.
Right. Well, I mean, that's how they work. I mean, you know, they don't realize that all week long, I just carried them all on the string. And by the way, I worked while I was leading y'all on and making y'all do all this dumb shit by the stream. I worked 50 hours last week at my job and still had y'all crying.
Hey, listen, let me clear something up real quick. And it's just ironic that Drama Rehab was live with our name in their mouth last night, and Stitches with Mangoes was live on Saturday with your name in his mouth, because Lindy and Four is sitting here right now, and they will tell you, we're not going live on a whim. This was planned days ago.
Exactly. Yep. Actually, this was planned since our last stream.
Absolutely.
I mean,
you guys just gave us the content we was seeking, honey. And yes, we will sit up here and talk about you. And then you go run over on your channel and talk about us. And all the people in the side chat who are the real motherfuckers here will get what they came for. Some content and a place to type.
Well, yeah, and thank you, Mike and Tara, for letting me up and kind of catching me up, because I haven't, you know, like I told you guys, you guys are catching me up to speed with everything going. It's like fucking ping pong turbo shit like going on. So my head, I've been back around and I've heard some shit going around, but
well, we're glad to have you back. For you were missed, honey.
This latest, well, you know, I'm just here for the show anymore, you know, for the most part, but But I agree with you guys. I mean, like, you definitely, you know, if someone does something and it's wrong, it doesn't matter if you're cool with, you know, the person or not. If someone else does it, you have to hold them accountable in the same respect. Just to, you know, put a period on that. But I don't know. It's I think a lot of people get caught up, especially out here. There's a lot of people, and there's a lot of new people. I said it to Mike and Tara years ago. I says, man, when old boy meets with this new boy, like the younger, you know what I mean? The younger one, because I tell you what, like 3 or 4 years ago, they weren't combined. And then they combined, and then it was like a shit show. And people dropping off left and right. There's so many people not around anymore, you know?
Right.
No, they don't want any
Ridiculous.
part of this new
Yeah, they
nonsense.
don't.
Well, that's why I left, and that's one reason. Like I don't have a lot of time, but when I do, I hop around. You know what I mean. I listen here and there. I was never gone. I would listen, but I didn't really have an opinion either way. I like so many people here. I'm friends with so many people. You know what I mean. And it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, it's a melting pot for me, really.
Because like Troll Avenue, for instance, they never really mingled with Boyd. You know, a few
Yeah.
people. But Mike was everywhere. You know what I mean. Stitches was everywhere. A few people were.
I mean, I
everywhere.
knew Bergs, but I knew Bergs from the drinking community. He morphed over to Boyd, and I morphed over to Troll Avenue.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. Just the newer people, and I knew there was just going to be this like collision
See,
of
Joe-
people that they don't understand like the true Boyd community. I
See,
guess
Joe King says they're not new Boyd, they are wannabe Boyd.
exactly. That's a good way to put
Jenny
it.
Gingen said there's sweet sewer YouTube.
Right.
Yeah,
And did you hear Mark Terry going around saying, I run the day and G runs the night?
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
don't run anything. You may
Yeah.
happen to be live during the day and live at night, but you don't run
Listen,
shit.
Mark Terry is either taking a shit, sleeping, or live.
Right.
That's
And
the
the
only
only
three things he fucking does.
right, and the only people in their chats is just their little group of Kool-Aid drinkers, you know. And you know, some of the people there, I mean, there's people that I like that goes to Mark's. That don't bother me. There's people I like
Right.
goes to G's. I could really
Yep.
care less. Everybody can go and do what they want to do where they want to do it. When it becomes a problem is when you start, you know, you start joining in and you get sucked into their and drinking the Kool-Aid, and then you start doing what they're doing, then that's when I'll say something. But I really give a shit less where the hell anybody goes. But
Yeah, same. I don't. You can go where you want. I've lost friends over for people trying to dictate each other. But
yeah.
I will say this though. I do agree with Lindy on this. You can go where you want. But I do see some of the people that you support. And when some of the people's actions are so blatant in all of our faces that everyone sees it, including you, and you still support that person, I got to keep a distance. I got to wonder about your like-mindedness.
And, you know, maybe this is petty of me, but if you say, oh, Lindy, I'm your friend, you know, I don't want to lose your respect, but you're sitting in Mark's side chat when he's calling me all kind of names and this, that, and the other, and you don't say a word, well, you're not my friend.
Right.
I mean, you're just not. I'm never going to sit in a side chat anywhere and allow someone that I'm a friend with in respect be trashed and me not say something.
And listen, that's why I'll just go ahead and speak for Barbie real quick. That's why she said she was going to go after Marilyn Mike, because everybody knows the drama that went on with Mike and Nick's and Mike sharing the nudes and they all making the punch lasagna jokes, right? We all know about that, right?
Yes.
Well, Nick tried to go on her way, like, okay, everybody got their drama, everybody got their content, you got to bully me, yay you. We all try to go on, move past it, but then they're still in side chats making stupid fucking bullying ass comments. Anybody, if you get flicked off on the highway, is going to be pissed off, okay? If you see somebody making fun of you, it's going to trigger you some kind of way, most likely. So, you know, we've all seen that happen, and Barbie just happened to be the only one to have her balls about herself and say, fuck you, Mike, you keep fucking with my friend. She didn't say Nick's name, but I'm going to say it now. She said, you keep fucking with my friend, I'm going to fuck with you. Okay. And everybody's like, oh, Barbie deserves it. Why? Because she was standing up for her friend while he's over there continuing to be a fucking side chat bully, a fucking Mike bully.
right, and that's what gets me with G. He keeps saying, well, home base don't go real life, and home base don't do this, and home base don't do that, and everything he says home base don't do is all you gotta do is whatever he says they're not doing, that's what they're doing.
I mean, I don't know. I just know
Yeah, and I
that
mean,
Go ahead, Laura.
No, yeah, G's my good friend, but I don't. That's one reason that I kind of like a couple of years ago. One of the not like from G because of G, but it was just some people that started bleeding into that community. You know what I mean? So much, and then ended up on panel, like and then I'm kind of scarce for a little bit. Then I come back and it's like filled with these people that I have no idea who they are, and a lot of them just rubbed me the wrong way. You know what I mean? From the reputations they had that people had told me about and that I had seen. And I just kind of started pushing away from that community. I was so busy with life anyway, too, like real life. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's G and I have always been on a pretty honest level. You know what I mean? We don't share everything with each other, but we share a lot of stuff for here on YouTube. And like I said, I think a lot of bad seeds have just bled into there, man. And it's just, I just can't rub elbows with that people.
Let me say something real quick. Speaking on my own friendship that I just lost, that was a very long and dear friendship to me here on YouTube. Let me tell you what I think is happening. I think some of these people are getting sucked in, and there's a person you knew in the beginning, and now there's a person that wants to be the king of whatever the fuck a chat line is. And I don't think that just goes for one person. I think that goes for several people.
Yeah.
I think that you got to calm down and thinking that you're some kind of king. Listen, I get it. It's YouTube. It's a different generation than when chat first started. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this is all just a social media platform.
Very true.
It is, but then when it hits close to home, all of a sudden it's not just that.
No, what I mean by that is I'm saying you're not going to be a superstar. You're not going to be some big YouTuber. You're not, no matter how much money you're making this month off of the people you're scamming in your fucking side chat in your community or whatever you do to pull, at some point the fountain will stop because you're not NBC. You're on a fucking chat line.
Yeah, it's not. This is not what YouTube was meant for. Okay, the platform. It was not meant for arguing and fighting and shit. It was meant to make money for, you know what I mean, and for entertainment reasons, obviously.
Right, but chat was always meant for fighting. See what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Chat was always meant for arguing and fighting, and that's what happens here.
Absolutely, but then people can't take the heat for the shit they do and say, and especially when people re-upload it and shit. And then they, some people go real life, and then all of a sudden it changes the whole dynamic of it.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. If people could keep it like the kids and family and everybody, just hold them responsible. Hey, listen, you got a kid that's of age, you know what I'm saying, and is causing and is an asshole, fucking fine. That's fine. Go after them. But if they're leave kids out of it. Sorry, people have to be, and you know what I mean by that. Like people have to be held accountable, in my opinion.
But for one of the things is these people, certain of those people, they can't get on here and just argue like facts with you,
right?
Because they're so dirty that they can't win that argument. So they have to. Yeah. They have to get the wow factor in there and try to.
Dirty ammunition never fires far. Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So, and also for Icky said, being rubbed wrong is still being rubbed. Okay.
That's true. She. Yeah.
Always and look, listen, everybody. What's up, Triggered Minds? What's up, homie?
Everybody, it's good to see you.
So good to see you. My God, I miss you so much.
Triggered crimes.
I see the trolls are starting to roll in. That's okay. You guys all notice there's no mods right now. There's not going to really be any mods. There's going to be maybe a couple of mods, but
what do you mean,
Tara?
Wait, Tara, did you put mods in there other than myself?
Oh, she's on StreamYard chat, I'll bet.
Oh, you've been modding people up. Oh, okay. Oh, well, you already figured it out.
Yeah.
I'm so tardy to the party myself.
You all know how G got this success, right?
No, I mean, I only know G for about 3 years now.
He's been around for longer than me, and I've been here 7 years. And he used to go late, like late at night, and would only have just a handful of people. But then when all of that went down with Tucker,
that blew up.
Yeah, everything blew up, and G had started having some hangouts, and he just kind of took, and everybody supported it because people wanted a place to go. He kind of took over where Tucker left off, and that's where he grew from there.
Yeah, but see,
and listen, I've always said if you go live every night and give people a place to chat, you're gonna grow.
See, and Hipster makes a good point. It says G's was fun until he let those lionesses up there and it got clicky. So, and that's true because when G first, remember, even when we were hanging over there, it wasn't no set group of people. It was just people would come in and go and then just had a chat. But now he's got like a clique. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a cult.
That's what Just Larkin used to call it.
Yeah, a few people.
So that's what I'm saying,
Yeah, and there was just a lot of people on panel a lot. You know what I mean? So much overtalk, and that's the thing. People are gonna overtalk when you have, and that's fine. That's good. But like, I don't know, when you only have so much time and you're only, the fighting just got, obviously people take breaks. You know what I'm saying? We all take little breaks here and there. It just got too fucking, and the people that started bleeding over, like I said prior, I just couldn't. I was like, man, I got too much going on to deal with this bullshit. I couldn't keep up with all the fucking back and forth fucking lies here and there from everybody, like overall.
Yeah, because like over there, it's like a game. They make fun of us and say, oh, you can't believe anything that comes out of Troll Avenue. Meanwhile, they're more real life and more game playing than we ever are.
Yeah, right. Well, because mostly we just go. We don't even go after them. We just basically call out what they do. That's all we're doing. Lindy Lindy didn't go out of her way to go over there and mess with Mark just because she felt like messing with Mark.
She hasn't even been online all day. I can actually verify that.
I didn't get on live until I came on with you guys.
Right before. Yep.
And that's what I'm talking about. Right. So like Lindy and Mark didn't get along, but then I heard like they patched things up for like whatever. Was that true? Like a day or something? And then
no, it was a couple of months. I told him
all right.
that if he stopped trashing women, that I would give him a fair chance. And I did. And he continued to lie to me and lie to me and lie about me. And that's when I was done.
Right.
Well,
just like,
I mean, it's Mark. When his mouth's moving, Lindy.
True.
I mean, just like a couple months ago when they were all trashing Nick's. And I went to G Mangle's panel and talked to every single one of them on the panel. And we had an agreement. They wouldn't talk about us and we wouldn't bother with them. They would do their thing. We would do our thing. Right. But they never stopped. They didn't do it on G. See, this is the way it works. G has it. Well, I didn't see it. They didn't do it over here. What they do is when they want to do their shenanigans, they go to Mark's or Drama Rehab, somewhere like that. And then they'll go up there and they'll do the most. And then they'll go over to G's being all nicey like, oh, it's one big happy family over here. You know what I'm saying? And then G's like, well, I don't know what nobody does. I wasn't on. Blah, 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 blah. Right on.
I'm going to slap down the bullshit card on that because he's in a live private hangout 24/7. He knows exactly what's going on because those women are telling him what's going on.
Oh, okay. Well,
what's up, Sean the Brave?
Obviously, like I said, G and I have known each other for years, and we've always been cool. But I can tell you this. I think G gets so much fucking messages and information. He gets shit screwed up sometimes, which we all can do at times. But
read weirdos come.
Some people, exactly, Tara. There's these people that come in that have so much shit spilling out of their mouth, and 3/4 of it is bullshit. And then he gets caught up. I think G feels bad. G gets attached to people rather easily. He likes people. He likes interacting with people. But then, bam! All of a sudden, And then I don't get why these people, a lot of times these people end up like sniveling their way back in to certain communities, G's included. Like, you know what I mean? But it's many more than that. I mean, God, drama community, I can't even.
But if G's going to allow the scum to swivel back in, then why is he going to get snide because Stitches is sitting on Abe's with Rich Life? Isn't
I
that
don't
double
know.
standard hypocrisy?
He wasn't, that's not how I remember G. But like I said, I'm getting caught up in all this shit. I've been everywhere just saying hi to everybody.
Yeah.
So
And
I
listen, but don't let me interrogate you because you're not
I
here
don't.
to answer for G. It's just kind of my observation. I honestly, like, I don't have a problem with G. I'm not trying to start a war with G, but I do notice that I'm noticing things because I'm watching again. I'm lurking around and I'm seeing a lot of replays and a lot of clips, and I'm just like, come on, dude, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy for what Melton did to Hazel, which was fucked. What Bergs, are you fucking kidding me? Who didn't hear the audio between Hazel and Bergs? Anybody that still supports Bergs after that, like, you're fucking like-minded.
Yeah,
Like, that's
Oh
all.
my God, yeah.
Like
that guy is a fucking joke.
My Dateline says, I've seen Mangos trying to run narratives and correct Rachella when she tried to tell the truth.
Yep. We have that video. It's just on private, but yeah. He told Rachella, just go with it.
And Rachella was like, no, G, that's not how it was. And he's like,
trying to be honest. Yes.
Well, I didn't know.
Well, you know, after that incident with G sitting on panel when Kat was over there lying her ass off earlier in the week, and I thought about it for a full, night and day, and it really did bother me. As a matter of fact, it hurt my feelings. And, some of my friends said, don't let these people hurt your feelings. But when I care about somebody, I care about people deeply.
Yeah.
And I got to thinking, he never shows up to my hangouts, but he's always all day long sitting on Mark's,
Right.
Always in his side chat, always talking to him behind the scenes, this, that, the other. Why should I support somebody that doesn't give a rip about me? That's where it comes down to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't, and honestly, you do, if you pay attention, you can see who your friends are.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. And Irish Dragon Lady has a good point. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, and that, like, Stolen Valor Twice, a rapist. Those are the types of people I was like, you know what? And that's around the time I left when the H-bomb, that piece of shit, when he fucking whatever happened that, what, 2 years ago, Mike? I don't remember. That was about
It's not even somewhere in there. Yeah.
Year and a half. I don't remember. That's kind of those are the types I was like, man, I'm fucking out of here. Because I have heard, well, these people are coming back. I'm like, fuck that shit, man. I can't. I'm not rubbing elbows with these people, and I don't know why G continues to let these fucking people in. And I've told G this in private. Oh yeah, don't think I haven't. We've gone back and forth. Like, G, why do you have these people on here? I'm going to come after these people, and I've warned them about it. I'm going to come after them. Like, and he's like, I don't understand. I understand, but it's just this, the guilty by association. But the thing is, I get it, G, but dude, everyone's at this point, everyone in the whole mix is associated with anyone anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of
listen. Nobody wants the guilty by association. I hated that all the time. But when Steve came around and people were trying to come talk to me like about Steve, I was saying, listen, because of who you hang out with, I don't want to nail you to the cross because I've had that happen to me and I don't like that. So that's fine. It's the defending and the I don't know. I don't want to know what these people that are hanging out on my panel are doing. That's not my business. That's not my problem. But then Melton's doing what he's doing to Hazel, and that's a whole rant. Like, it just looks silly to me. You either care about it or you don't.
What did he say to Hazel? I heard something about it, but what did he say? I can imagine if it's Melton John.
They told Hazel he was going to kill her. Berg said the same thing. Bergs and Melton both went really fucking psychotic this week on Hazel.
Yeah, and I don't get. What do they need? Both of them to team up on a lady? Like, what? That's pathetic. You're both.
I'm not really sure what was going on. I just saw the re-uploads. Maybe Lindy might know more.
No, I didn't see it either. I don't watch Melton.
Is it not? Does Melton not identify as a woman?
Yes.
Okay, so
Miltina.
isn't Berg's always bitching and whining he can't get laid? Well, there you go. They're perfect for each other. There you go, 55.
That's a fake birds,
What the
by the way, inside
Whatever.
chat.
I'll speak to Berg's through osmosis. All right.
Right, Daylan said, but don't cover
it.
the lie for the dirty deeds and bring them to your safe place. And it kind of goes back to what Lindy was saying. You know, if you feel like you're this respected person in the community and that you run this place and this safe haven for people, then it should be just that. It shouldn't be selective, and the outrage shouldn't be selective, and the know and what's going on shouldn't be selective. If these are my people, then take care of your people. And if your people are getting attacked by, if your channel members are the kind of people that send child porn or do real life doxing, then how can your people feel safe in your side chat?
Agreed. I agree. Because
and don't say one thing and do another. I mean, we all remember, well, especially I know 4 does, back when G4 started, and he was like, I'll burn my channel to the ground before I will ever allow Mark Terry back on here again.
Right, exactly.
And, you know, all that went out the water. I sat on a panel with him when he said, Mark, if you ever attack Lindy again, you will never be back over here. The next morning he was attacking me, and you see how he's been back over there.
Yeah.
And there are still people that will not go to G's when Mark is on panel.
That's how I am. And you know what? He's there so much. It's like I get home from work, whatever. I tune in, I see G's live, I see what he's talking about, what's going on. Try to get, put my ear to the ground about shit. And then I see the fucking panel. I see, and you can't see it a lot of times, like who's up there until they talk. And then I see like certain names pop up. Look, oh, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? And then I leave because I know that's normally how it goes. So that is exactly why, a big reason why I stepped away from over there a lot. You know what I mean?
What's that Hondo? Sorry I was just saying that.
Oh, no, that's all right. That's fine. I'm sorry.
Keep going. No,
I'm
you keep
trying to ramble. No, I'm just saying.
No,
I'm disappointed with the entourage over there.
Yeah, it's very clicky, but I don't really judge clicks because I have my own clique, right? But me and my clique, I promise you, half of them are in this side chat right now, and I challenge any person I talk to privately to tell me I would say anything differently than I'm saying publicly. And back when Jake and Morticia did it up on Barbie Girl and called Barbie's brother and said all that stuff. Now, I didn't like Jake, but I love Morticia. Me and Morticia are great friends, right? Exactly. I made a post. I did not approve of that. Even though my friend was doing it, I didn't think, even though my friend was doing it to my enemy, I still said, that's not cool.
Yeah. I've done the same to people over the years.
Me too.
Oh my God. I have come at Lindy before because she's given people second chances. Lindy knows because I've left comments.
Yeah.
I do not, and that's the type what I'm talking about. Like I don't just because Lindy, I'm like, oh, I used to hound her for not a lot, but I would come after her. I'm like, she just was tired of hearing Mark's voice. Well, my point was Lindy's just fucking ignore him because every time you respond to his bullshit, you're keeping the fire going. And she knows. I've left a couple comments, and then it's like, I started realizing I get it. I get the game.
Yeah, it's so easy to say that when it's not you. The second it's you feel passionate about it.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of people inside chat have talked shit to me. You haven't heard me talk about it or respond, have you?
Yeah, listen, you've had it done up on you and you've stayed quiet about a couple of things, Mm-hmm. I say I've learned my audience. Okay, I'm going to say this real quick. I'm going to jump back over to Drama Rehab and Marilyn Mike real quick. I did listen to a little bit of your stream, and I heard you like calling us to come up. Unfortunately, I was asleep, but unfortunately, even if I would have been awake, I will never come back to your stream. I will never come on your panel. So stop calling for me. I do not owe you a conversation, and I'm not going to grant it to you, okay? You was as nice as you could be in my side chat and as polite as you could be last week, and then you're over there calling Stitches dumb on your channel last night. We was planning this live stream days ago, and you were not even going to be the topic. But you went over there and got happy on your stream because I made a post, one little post, and you called my friend dumb. Okay, well, you're dumb, and stop calling me to come on your panel. It's never going to happen.
That's what I'm talking about, Tara. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a fucking playground. You're dumb. You're dumb. No,
Yeah.
you're dumb. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right, I'm dumb. If I'm dumb, what does it make them since the whole week while I was at work? I had them all doing the most over here on YouTube. They were making streams. They were talking junk. I mean, and they're just doing all kinds of stuff. And I haven't even said anything, but I'm the dumb one. Right. I'm the dumb one. And Drama Rehab's over there trying to run a narrative to justify what they were doing to Nicole by saying
we should actually. Why don't we play that just for the
saying that
masses.
Dina? By saying that Dina. Well, why don't we say anything to Dina? Because what she and Nicole had going on, right?
Okay.
While you're saying that, you got Dina in your Discord.
Oh, wait, what? You're going to drop that bomb just like.
What does
yes,
that
they
mean?
do. Isn't that funny?
Who is this
That's
Dina
super
person?
weird.
Dina's
Jake, one of
Nicole?
Jake's biggest supporters, is also in Jody and Chris's, one of Jake's biggest enemies, Discord. Isn't that funny? And listen, Stitches, that came from two different moles in your Discord, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. Y'all
And
think
you
y'all
say, Chris, you say Tara sits over there and giggles.
then.
Yeah, I giggle because I'm laughing at your ass because you have no idea what gets dropped to us, honey. Not by one people's, but twos. So what kind of troll y'all running?
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and look, and Jody got a boyfriend. Chris got a girlfriend, but Jody is getting all damn fucking fatal attraction on Chris because he's talking to what's that girl's name? Taylor. You know, like
I'm so glad you brought up Taylor because I was trying to fill out my tentacles about who she was, and I got told that she doxes people's children. So I said, whose children? And I was given this name of Rainey or something like that. I don't know who that is either. Okay, so I don't have any receipts. This is all rumors in my ear. Okay, but that's what I'm hearing, that this Tater Totsy girl doxes children. So you're a funky ass if that's true. And maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I would apologize for calling you a funky ass. But if I'm right, you are fucking stank.
Was that the person? Go ahead, Lindy.
That's the person that her and her husband are swingers. And
oh my.
I don't know. This is what everybody says, that she admitted to slipping a Mickey into her husband's drink so that she wouldn't have to be with him one night.
Whoops.
Oh, wait. Okay. So the side chat saying, okay, so Missy's saying she did it. She owned it, but the other girls nonstop. And then Samantha's saying they also doxed Taylor. Okay. All right. Well, listen, hey, and that's why I pay attention to my side chat, because listen, we can be triggered on here to do the most. I mean, Lindy, I've paid attention to you. I only got to know you recently, but I've caught up pretty quick that people troll you really bad about something no mother would want to go through. And I'm sorry they do that to you. That's so fucking disgusting. So, you know, maybe they was trolling Taylor about her kid, you know, I don't know. Maybe she was retaliating.
Yeah.
I had never really heard of her until, she started coming over to Mark and G's and everything like that. I'd never really heard of her before.
Yeah, I don't know who she is.
I never heard of that. Until recently, I've heard the name, and I
I'll
knew
just hold judgments for now because when the side chat starts being kind of mixed, that there means there's two stories there.
Mm.
Right.
Well,
Exactly.
she and I have had a couple of private conversations. I went kind of hard at her at first because she literally was just taking over the panel, and the whole side chat was mad because nobody could get a word in edgewise. But, we kind of talked privately a bit after that. She's never done anything to me, so I really don't have an issue. Apparently, it all stems from something over at RSN, and I don't really follow him.
Oh,
So,
Lord have mercy.
Well, I like what Dateline said. She said they're all bad in my opinion because they all did it up on each other, and that's full circle about what this stream's about.
Right.
Exactly. Hey, listen, let me tell you something, guys. I've said this more than once on my live stream. I'm gonna just fucking be a parrot and be a Pete repeat, and I'm gonna just say it again. It doesn't matter what somebody did to you. If you do it too, you're building your own karma wall. Okay.
yeah.
You have to answer for what you do in this atmosphere, whether you believe in God, whether you believe in the fucking voodoo or Allah, whatever you believe in, karma, what goes around comes around, yin and yang, I don't know, whatever you believe in, whatever you put out, you're going to answer for. So go ahead and keep justifying, I did it because you did it. Okay, well, when somebody's saying you're a Cancer cup to Steve, like that's fucking gross.
Exactly.
I don't care if you like Steve or not. My
That was
daughter,
awful. I did hear that.
my daughter, a year and a half ago, lost her father at 22 to cancer, and it was horrible. And anybody that would be okay with talking shit on that is a horrible person.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you, cancer is no respecter of persons. It's going to touch every family at some point in time. So somebody's going to be eating those words.
Yes. Yes. You don't say my dad is dead, or you don't say your parents are dead if they're not. You don't, there's just certain things you don't do if you care about yourself.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I'm talking to you selfish motherfucking narcissists out there. I'm trying to help you, okay? I know you lack empathy and you can't get on the same page as people that like care about other people, but let me help you. Anything you do, you're going to get done to you.
That's right. And
I mean,
it would also defines the character of the person too. Like even if it's done to you, like say out of the blue, you know what I mean? How you, and I'm not saying not to respond, but it's how you respond.
yes.
That makes a difference.
Well, there's response and there's reaction.
Yes, another way to put it. Yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
And two grown men screaming at each other back and forth so much that you have to focus your hearing ability to figure out which one is saying what. Like, you do know that you both look silly, right? Like it's just silly.
Yeah, it's.
I didn't even know I didn't know that they weren't even friendly with each other when I was.
Well, I thought it was a troll at first, but I don't think it's a troll. I think they legitimately don't like each other now. I don't even know what their history is. I only know Steve through Lisa.
Same. That's about when I came back. Like, you know what I mean? Around that time, like when a little bit after that, when I'm like, oh, who's Steve? I was like, who's Steve Billings? Oh, well, I've seen him in chat.
I will say this though, I do agree with Steve Billings when he said, grab a phone cord out of the wall and try to snap it.
Right. Yeah. Grab one.
I bet you won't.
Good Lord.
No, you won't.
Well,
what's up, Cool Nicole, honey? How's it going? What's up, Bumma? What's up, Jay No Cow? What's up, Lisa?
Hello, everybody.
I miss the people. I'm just now looking down at the chat.
And I'm going to say this about G, and I don't, I guess he'll probably take it that it's bad mouthing him, but, I don't really believe I get death threats every day, and dude, if you were getting death threats, we'd know about them. Okay, they would be public and people would know about them because
Yeah.
people don't make those kind of threats unless they're wanting people to know about
Well,
them.
that's something that I've noticed about G, that if somebody starts complaining about what they're going through online, he will say, I mean, I get it. I've been the most hated motherfucker of all time.
No, I have been.
Yeah. Lindy has Lindy
When
over the
you've had
years
a
has
dog
had.
hate of you, when you've had your family gone into and called as much as I have, so far I know that that's been done one time, and I was the bitch that stood up and said it was wrong. Nobody else did. I was the one that called Jake out and said it was wrong.
Right.
When
It was wrong. It was
yes,
wrong.
it was wrong. Then we can compete.
Hey, but listen, let me tell you something. Back a couple of years ago, people that pulled shit like Jake, like they couldn't pull a side chat. They couldn't get nobody to look at them, right? You know why? Because they did the kind of fuckery that Troll Avenue would shut down. But now you got people over here at home base doing the same kind of stuff. And the numbers are fine. You got people over at Mark Terry's doing the same kind of stuff, and the numbers are fine. But meanwhile, you're still persecuting Jake. Now, listen, here's how I know you motherfuckers suck. Me and Jake have had a deep dog ass war, and anyone from Troll Avenue knows about me and Jake, honey. Okay? But I will tell you right now that I agree with Jake and Abe, two of the people I have fought on this platform more than any of you motherfuckers. Respect them, okay? Because you people are all just over here like, let me just get these numbers and fuck all my friends. Well, then that's fine. Then Jake and Abe can do what they want to do, and don't call them out for it, because then you're having select outrage, okay?
Yeah,
Don't talk about what Jake's doing when you have a person on your panel nightly doing the same fucking thing.
Right. So nobody should be going at Jake or Abe for doing that from over there, because y'all do the same exact thing.
Right.
Okay. But the difference between Jake and Abe, they'll at least own up to it and say, yeah, I did it. And they'll say, yeah, I was wrong, but they still do it.
They'll say, I don't give a fuck what you think, I did it.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, this was the last straw for me with G. I mean, he did say, Lindy's never lied to me. She's good at peeps. But he sat there right there when Kat and Mark were talking about how they had been talking on the phone about yet again going into my private life and trying to take me down. And he didn't say one word.
Yeah, see, like I would have been like, why are you worried about her private life? That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I damn sure would have said it if I was on a panel knowing the fucking community was watching.
And everybody was watching that.
Well, listen.
And he is OG boy. He knows everything that Kat has done. So that
and listen. And Mark Terry was like, I lied to you to get you up here. I mean, did he lie, or were they trolling together?
Oh God!
I mean, was it a plan?
I thought Kat was long gone, and then I started hearing shit going on with Kat, and I'm like, oh shit! Lindsay,
Mark let her back in.
Oh, what the hell? Well, who gave him a key to open the door? Huh? The community. If you all
it's just like what Lindy said. It's what Lindy said. She said people like Mark Terry and people that do the most, when they get a platform like G's to go sit on and talk, well, then everybody that loves G and wants to hang out with the side chat that comes available for them to talk every night, because at the end of the day, they just want to hang out. Well, then, I mean, you get what I'm saying here, right?
If home base did not support Mark, he would have been gone long ago.
Exactly.
I said that.
It's because they're giving him a home. Right. It's because they want to have a place to chat, And the person that's giving them a place to chat on the regular said, accept this person. And I guarantee you half of them are like, fuck that motherfucker, but I want to hang out with my friends.
Exactly, and that's and I had been to chats and I've been like, oh man, I'd like look at all these people, a lot of great people, amazing
Right.
people, and then it's like I can't. I'm like, man, I don't even want to put up with this fucking bullshit, and I just leave, and I just
It just
I
makes
just
you
got
start
tired of it. I got
side-eyeing
tired of
her.
it.
Yeah, even when I was giving Mark a chance, I didn't go on his panel and just hang out. And, you certainly didn't see me supporting him anywhere. Oh, go to Mark's. I wasn't doing any of that.
Exactly.
Right. You just wasn't paying attention to him at all.
Right. And
That's
as
what
long as
needed
he
to
was,
happen.
keeping his end of the bargain, I wasn't, going to say anything. And I guarantee you tonight that, home base will, we were being trashed again. People are jealous of us. And
If it wasn't for
we're
me,
not.
you'd have no content. You're right. Thank you so much for granting us content. I wanted to come hang out with my friends and I needed something to talk about.
Sean, I will be happy to say Bergs is a pussy. Okay.
I think we can all agree with that.
And
Oh,
just like
okay.
just like with
just like
with Dateline, they go at Dateline and talk shit about her, and she has not done anything except
Dateline's
for
great, yeah.
right.
Exactly.
All she does
she's back.
is show what other people are doing. If you do not like yourself being shown what you're doing on a public platform when you're doing it in front of everybody, maybe you shouldn't do it if you can't
Hey,
stand
Mike.
behind it.
Why don't you go get that video Dateline did where they were talking about
Oh,
Nicole?
yeah.
Let's just play it for the people in the back.
No, because a lot of people may not have heard it.
Yeah, because I didn't know. If it wouldn't have been for Lindy, Lindy was talking and she made a passing comment. And I was like, wait, what? And then some people saw me questioning about it in her side chat, and they were like, oh, yeah, here's what they did. Here, look.
So which
look.
one you want?
I want you to play Dateline's video where they were doing it up on Nicole.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hold on.
And what the hell is going on there? Nicole, I thought I told you to simmer down all that fighting bullshit when I left 2 years ago. And then I didn't hear anything from you.
But
You're doing your TikToks, making thousands of views, and then now you're back to all this stuff. What are you doing?
But Nicole really hasn't been doing it up on anybody.
No, I mean, she's the victim as far as I'm concerned in this.
No, and I know she's fighting with who is this Dina person.
Yeah,
that
she went
person's
to
new
court.
to me. I don't know who that. I've seen a couple things, but I guess
Dina is Harold's ex.
Right.
Oh, well then, does she defend it or something?
No, but
She doesn't defend Harold, no.
Oh, good. All right, I was going to say.
But she thinks that, she can tell everybody what to do and takes everybody to court. And
She took Nicole to court because Nicole was calling her names on the internet. I think I got that right. They went to real court, yeah.
Oh, wow. So Nicole's there to defend. Wow.
Yeah, but the judge pretty much said everybody has freedom of speech. I could hear the judge rolling her eyes through the fucking audio.
Maybe Nicole did a TikTok for the jury and then
all right, listen.
Dina had Nicole's
ahead.
mother followed and recorded it.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yep.
We got to get our hands on that.
Oh, I do need that. Lindy always coming through with all the tea. I'm going to have to get me a whole big Java cut for Lindy's tea. All right, listen, I'm going to go on mute. Let's just watch this little beautiful video that Dateline put together.
Oh.
You ready? Oops, clicked the wrong thing.
How are you, Nicole Love?
I'm doing good.
I like your taste in men. You're doing good things with Steve and Chris over here.
She's gonna have to pick one though. She can't have both.
Yep.
And I tell you that Chris, he's a cutie.
He is.
I'm just gonna come out and ask you now, Nicole. I'm not waiting for Steve. I want you to be my girlfriend. I want you to be my internet girlfriend. I'm not waiting. I'm not giving Steve the chance. What? I'm not giving her a chance to get Steve. Fuck that. She's a good woman.
What do you think,
I'll say
Nicole?
yes to that. But yeah, I'll say yes to that.
Here we go. We're together.
Why?
What am I gonna say? My favorite ice cream? Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Fucking love me. Shut the fuck up, Karen. Fucking Steve. What a stand-up guy he is.
Hey, Nicole, if you want, I can hit you up on your email. I got some nice private pics of Chris, in case you're curious.
Yes, you can send them to her, Mike.
Yep.
You can give her them pics. Fucking right. Perfect for me.
Yeah, he's perfect. Gonna be
Thank you,
happy.
Nicole. God, you're about to make me say the L word to you.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I don't like to move fast, but I just feel
I'm,
like,
I'm, I'm gonna tell you, Nicole. Though, when you see his penis, you're gonna be like, wow.
You're about to be scared.
You're gonna be like,
Oh my
really
God.
gonna be like, wow.
it's love, man. That's what it's all love.
Yep.
That's love. See? It is
Oh,
love.
isn't that
Aw.
sweet? That is so sweet.
I'd love to see you guys kiss.
You can't listen. You can't hate on love. That's fuck you, Mike.
Nicole, would you give Chris a kiss?
Yeah, I'll give him a kiss.
You should turn your camera on and kiss
Aw.
it.
Of course. Oh,
Cole, would you cuddle with Chris?
Will I cuddle with Chris? Yeah,
Yes.
I'll cuddle with Chris. Yep.
Well,
If he sped everything up, y'all can kind of,
bow chicka bow wow.
you might get a little hanky panky on the first go round, huh?
Yep.
Let me ask you there, Nicole. Will it be vaginal, anal, or both?
Oh, Jesus
Michael.
Christ.
Probably both.
Oh,
Okay, okay,
nice.
Okay.
Damn, Chris.
She's a gangster. She's
Tell me-
a fucking gangster.
Tell me
dude.
I don't know how to pick them. Fuck you
I
all.
know.
I know what I'm doing.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I know what I'm doing.
I
Y'all
don't even know.
fucking
I
tell
don't
me
even
here.
know why. I don't even know why I questioned it.
It's been a long
Wow.
time since I've been this happy, so thank you guys.
And she yeah, and look, she told you could have both holes. Don't even. I mean, you don't even have to ask. The point too.
Yeah, she don't fuck around.
You may want to like. Do you want a hotel room for the weekend, bro? Do you want to like get out the house because it's gonna be a whole thing? You ain't ready. You ain't ready. Oh.
Let me ask you real quick, Chris. Would you be comfortable laying in a bed, that kind of has the plastic covers underneath,
Yeah, I don't mind that. I'm down.
Because they can
You're
be.
not, you're not like
I
allergic
understand
to rubber sheets or anything like that, right?
Yeah,
No,
they
I'm
can.
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
they can be a bit noisy sometimes too.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
But in case of a little boo boo or something,
Mhm. Yeah, no,
I wanna-
I'm all right with that. What is up with Nicole? Why is she getting all horny on me all of a sudden? What the fuck happened, Nicole? God damn, I'm thirsty. Y'all motherfuckers say I'm thirsty. She's
He said I was
She
hot
likes-
too, so mind your business.
okay.
Her
I'm
little
just saying.
vanilla
She
drop.
warned you, dude. She said right after Steve Billings, she's coming for you.
Mhm. Well, I hope she does. Don't take a shower first. Just come straight over. Fuck it.
Oh my god.
I mean, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. Ducks.
Well,
She's the-
she specifically only likes it up the butt.
Oh god damn.
Give
Well,
it to
she's
her.
the-
Like, how
I
do
know
you
she's
that?
she's the queen of Boyd and I'm the king of Boyd, so we got something in common.
So you might have a good, jolly, good, and fun time. Just saying.
I'm
Jesus
gonna double
Christ.
wrap that shit if I'm going in there. Jesus Christ.
All right, don't.
I'm just saying.
Stop. Drama Rehab Rewind. You will be my next crush after Steve Billings. Get him, girl. I
God damn.
support that. I'm here for it. I'm coming to the wedding.
Nicole, if you get with me,
Announcing-
bitch, you ain't knowing anything about Steve Billings. Trust me. Me and Steve are good. Like me, I think me and Steve are cool enough. I think I'd be down for a fucking little tag team action. Fuck it.
Oh my.
I like
Yeah.
Steve too, man. You need to send him a link up here and see what his
Yeah, where
reaction
the fuck
is.
is he? Steve, get up
Yeah.
here, goddammit.
I don't know.
Let's
Steve,
send him a link.
Come here.
Send him a link, or Jesus Christ.
The
Karen.
way that T says
Cody?
send him a link with such passion, like damn, I felt that.
No, I'd like to get Steve up and see what his reaction is
Wait,
on
wait,
all
do
this
you love
bullshit that
Steve?
Barbie's done.
Or are you? Oh, I see what you did there, Weave. I do love you.
He just doxed himself. Oh my god, you're fucked now, Steve. Jesus Christ.
I do love Steve Weave.
Hey, Tessa, long time no see.
Tessa's a working fucking fool nowadays. God damn.
I know
works
she
fucking
did
a
everything
lot.
she set out to do, and now she's just working. And I am so proud of her. I knew she could do it.
Me too. And she's hell audacious accurate reading them cards. It's crazy.
Oh, she's really good.
Oh, yeah, she is.
I gave her advice one time. I said, listen, don't put too much on your plate, right? And this bitch just took it all. Like the whole fucking plate. And she did it all. She's got it all fucking not like she give her fucking credit. She puts her mind to something.
Oh
she does
no,
it.
Mark, did you really do that?
What's that?
Did you
Whatever.
dox out Berg's number?
No,
Never happened.
I can though. Do you need it?
No. Thank you very much. I'll pass.
I have like an incline to not believe him.
That I didn't. I never dox nobody. I never go real life.
His name is Mark the Truth Terry. What the fuck
That's
you
it.
talking about, Taylor?
Oh, Nicole, did you have a sexy voice, Chris?
Come get it, Nicole. I'm ready. Jesus Christ.
Chris, that's great.
I mean, why?
See your beautiful, cool Nicole world. Woo!
She
What's up,
must
man?
love my dick.
I share a tattoo with someone.
I love some fucking chocolate too. God damn. want
I
some
don't share a
chocolate.
tattoo with anybody. And I
She's
hope
my
anybody
little.
takes
She's my
that
little
tattoo.
chocolate drop. You can't have her, Chris.
Can I borrow her for a few
You
minutes?
can borrow her. You can borrow her.
I'll give
Oh,
her
I'm
a
actually physically gonna get sick.
Man, y'all
I am
can't talk
physically
about-
going to get sick.
Listen, when I got done with Nicole, she'd be so happy. She'd be
Oh
jumping
my
for
gosh,
joy.
I
You
can't.
kidding?
It's disgusting.
There's some people you can just like look at and be like, God damn, she's a great kisser. Nicole's one of them fucking people.
Look at her lips. She got the perfect size lips.
All right. Fucking Mark.
Woo!
Oh fuck.
Damn.
How was your day? My day was great. Boyfriend on rehab, everyone. And you should be a mod here. Yes, it was a fun panel last night on drama rehabs on Jody's. And yes, me and drama rehab everyone are together. But a lot of people like Vegas Barbie and also Dumbass Abe are also kind of jealous of that, but I really don't care. They can be jealous.
And I'm sorry, I don't care if you don't like Nicole or not. He knew damn well what the situation was. And how dare you call yourself King of Boyd and then try to act like you don't know what the situation is. Because if you knew, if you were really Boyd, you would know the situation with Nicole backwards, forwards, inside out. You do not mess with people who have a mental issue. You don't. You're a liar, dude, and you're a piece of shit for what you did to Nicole. And everybody sees it. Everybody sees what you are. You're just a piece of shit. I don't give a damn about your record. Your morals suck. You suck. You're a sorry person. And you think you're hot shit. You're not.
All right.
Wow.
Well, what are your thoughts about that?
Well,
And it did get worse at one time when they were talking.
Yeah,
about
there was things she
anal
didn't put up.
sex.
Talking about raping Nicole and her back.
Did you
door and
hear
stuff.
Mark basically talk about raping Lisa the other day?
Yes. Oh, I forgot about that.
oh,
Yep.
I'm
And
glad you
when
brought
he
that
was-
up. He did. He said he was going to go up there and do what Rich Life couldn't do and take it.
Yep. Sure
You hear
did.
that, Mrs. T? Happy birthday.
The other day he was talking about Harvard Chickie's pussy and how tight it was. And hey, Kim, he's just a piece of shit. I wish I still had the tape, and I'll have to go back and look. Did y'all hear in that clip that Stitches was playing where Mark said, "Oh, she's got those big lips"? Well, when he was hating on
Yes.
Nicole, not too long ago, he said.
Yep.
That she needed to take her big black lips and rub them all with Crisco.
Yep. I
and
remember that.
a bunch of other awful things.
he's a
that he
fucking piece
said.
of shit. It's just his nature. Oh man,
He
everyone
walks
knew that.
with the
Everybody knew that
righteous.
years ago. Why is he still here?
The righteous doesn't know him.
He's still here because he is manic and he has no life. So he live streams constantly. And most of the people here just want a side chat.
Well, who said they were King of Boy? Who were they referring to?
Chris said that.
Chris from Drama Rio said he's a king of boys.
Hasn't he been around? He's like 11 years old. He's not even supposed to be on this platform. What do you mean? He's been around for like a year.
I mean, he hasn't been around y'all's community or our community, but about a year.
Yeah.
His brother Silence got more, what's the word I'm looking for here than he does.
People know more about Silent than they do.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, Silence got more credibility here than his brother. Yeah, and he ain't even got no credibility. So what's that tell you?
Yeah, I knew they were. Yeah, I knew they were brothers. I got chat open here now. I was doing something else. Yes, I said Pariah. I knew that they were brothers, and wasn't there some type of scam where they fucking Silent took money like what $4 grand?
Well, you
$4
know,
grand.
Silent always been asking for money across the community for always, and that's why he got kicked out of the drama community and everything else. But then he hooked up with Kimberly Starr, and she started super doing it up, thousands of dollars worth of stuff. And then Chris was like,
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know he bought a new Xbox or whatever. A PlayStation 5, right? It was a PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We live in a trailer down by the river.
I can't.
And I don't know what's coming in and out of my house because I'm dumbass.
I considered that bullshit when I first heard about it. I was like, and they lived with each other. How are you going to tell me that you don't know what the fuck's going on in the next room? Who's not going to boast about getting a PS5? Maybe not everyone, but when you live.
Oh, but hey, listen, you know what? Kimberly got what she deserved.
Somebody
and then
gonna know.
She ran off and stabbed me in the back, and she ran off with Allison live, and now she's crying about Allison's slime lies. And she got what she deserved, and that's what I mean about karma.
I heard Allison hits her animals. That's what I heard down the wire. Oh yeah, I heard that's true. I don't even remember who. I wouldn't divulge that, but I don't bring bullshit. Somebody told me, and I don't know if that's right.
She's a slime ball. I know that.
But somebody said they got a clip of her doing like a cat or a dog. I believe I can't remember which one. I think it was a dog, and there was like a noise of a dog and distress in the background. It just wanted food or something. I know I heard that shit. I don't know. Somebody's got to know around here. Stewie, you know everything. Is that true?
Well, I like animals more than most people, so that makes her a bitch.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that again. That's. I just heard that one. I used to come back every once in a while, and that was one of the stories over the last couple of years.
That's a rumor mill.
Does anybody know?
Hey, but listen, you say there's no receipt. There's no receipt, right? But if you provided a receipt to the community of her like choking out a cat with fishing string, and they didn't like you, they'd be like, "Fuck your receipt! Why are you showing private pictures she gave you?"
Well, yeah.
Well, is it true that the day that Kim was supposed to go meet Silent, he all of a sudden had a heart attack and told her she couldn't come?
Yes. It's the day she was supposed to leave and go visit him, and he was like, "All the anxiety of everything, I'm in the ER," and she canceled. Listen. All right, prop Silent, you did it up. He got all kinds of shit out of that bitch. And I see Mr. Mafia over there making posts about turning all those motherfuckers that Kimberly gave money to into the IRS.
Oh, the Kimberly.
Do it up, Mr. Mafia.
Yeah. I know about something about that. A person named Kimberly giving a lot of money to.
Yeah,
people.
do it up, Mr. Mafia. Get your tax deduction, honey.
Hey, German lady. Yeah,
Look,
and like we're supposed to be intimidated by the name Mr. Mafia. Get the fuck out of here.
And my Dateline says that me and Lindy tried to help Allison, and she stabbed us in the back.
Yep.
I don't doubt it, Dateline. I don't doubt it. There's so much back and forth over there too. Like I said, turbo ping pong, man. I'm like, Jesus, this thing's hard to watch and catch up. There's so many lies. You don't remember who the hell did what.
Kim Fisher. We're talking about Kimberly Staw.
Oh, well, I can't see that. There's so many Kims too in the community. There's like 20 of them, and I don't know. I mean, I know a few that I'm good friends with, but that
Come on, Ford. You know who the fuck Kimberly Starr is.
I do, but I don't have a lot of interaction with her. Tara, find a panel.
Well, no, I agree. You don't have interaction. I agree with that.
I have,
but you know what she been doing, huh?
I've heard I do know a few things going on there. I just don't understand. Like what I don't get, like we were referring back to earlier. People have these records. I love how there's no timestamp on shit. Like people, they did this and that. Oh, that was a year and a half ago. So we're gonna let them back around again. You're gonna do it. Just expect it to happen again. Expect there a possibility, not always.
Well, I say that all people are redeemable, and that some people can listen. I 100% believe that you can do stuff and say stuff on the mic here and act a certain way. And then you can wake up in the morning and go back and listen to yourself. And you can be like, ooh, I don't want to be that person, and I want to be better. And I believe that everyone is redeemable and that everyone can see themselves and not like themselves and want to change. When I see you make that change without being a fucking Nelly ass, flip-flopping Berg's ass, I'm this way, I'm that way every other day, then I will accept you, back and see that you're trying to change and be a better person.
Yep.
But if you keep on flip-flopping back and forth, then you're just your apology tour is fake.
Exactly. And when it's been years and years and years and there's no change, and even if there's like lulls in it, you know, where, oh, they don't do it for a while. Oh, it's such a sweet, oh, I'm such a sweet person. Bam! Never fails.
Yeah, because some people just learn how to play the game and their mask will slip every once in a while.
Exactly.
Right.
Listen, the rubber band that holds the mask up is going to wear over
Yes.
time. You're going to have to replace that rubber band with your little staples.
They learn they have to placate to the community so they can get the audience.
And then they think that the break in between, you know, the lull of content or whatnot, the little, you know, the scarcity, like people forget, and they do. A lot of people do forget certain things that were said and done and deleted, and but some people don't forget.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you guys your true opinion on something. So I'm sure we all agree that what Belton did to Hazel is fucked, and fuck that, and we don't support that, right? But do you feel that at Melton saying they identify as a female, that as people in the community going at that person, telling them that they're a man and they're weird and they're mental because they have a dick and they'll never identify them as a woman, do you feel that that's a fair thing, or do you feel that that's homophobic?
Well, it's definitely homophobic. It's also it just again shows the character of the person. Like, what are you holding it in that chamber? Like, you know,
Right.
all of a sudden out of it,
It's like, why are you going at that? Why is that your
They
target?
shouldn't even have a, you know, come into play.
Yeah.
Really.
No,
That shouldn't even be the target, man. Why are you saying that?
That's where this platform has gone to, because I remember back in the day in the Boyd, there were a couple people that were stolen valor and they got run out right quick.
Right.
Yep.
Well, Mark is claiming the Boyd and he's stolen valor, but everybody's lovey-dovey with him
Exactly.
over there.
Yeah, they're giving him a
Lindy-
platform because he gives them a side chat.
Lindy had one of the best comments, you know, that I saw. It was just ridiculous. She said, and pretty much verbatim, she's like, Mark could come in and shoot y'all and you'd be fine with it. And I was like, no, absolutely agree. And I told her back in chat, that's the only comment I left, I think, in the chat. I was like,
Because I laughed after I said
so
that.
did I. I was like, well, I was on lunch too, but at the same time, I was like, man, I don't want to listen to these people up here. There's a lot of people I love over there, but in a lot of communities, I hang out a lot over at Marty's. You know, there's a lot of people. Yeah,
and he was like, "Oh,
I
don't
heard
care." And that's when I said, "Mark could shoot y'all, and you wouldn't care." And I left after I said that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Listen, that dude's not loyal to anybody. That dude has said, like Chris from Trauma Rehab, and I'm not even going to include Jody in that because I've not heard Jody say that. I've only seen Jody give money. So I'm thinking she did all that and now Chris gets to benefit, but I digress. Chris, Mark, Terry, they say they're here to make money.
Well, now Chris does give money too. And that's why I said
he
the other
does?
day, yeah,
Okay.
that's why I said the other day that they give money to try to win people over to get them to
Wait,
come over to their team.
Lindy, let me ask you, does Chris give money or does Jody give money?
Right.
I have seen both, but I know for a fact that Chris did the other day because he gave Mark $10 and said,
Okay.
Mark, Lindy wants your dick.
All right, I'm stand corrected. Okay.
Yeah, but where did he get the $10 from?
I mean, yeah, exactly. But
yeah, I mean, does he even work?
I mean, yeah, I honestly, listen, Jody, I know that you think I hate you. I don't. I actually think you would do a lot better if you just take your channel and go do your own thing.
And yes, Chris works in the automotive industry.
Oh, okay.
He does have a job. Okay, because I was asking somebody earlier this morning, I was like, I heard he has a job. What does he do? And they said, he's never said what he does. And I was like, okay, so is his job disability? Which no shade if it is, but I mean, but you're saying he works in automotives.
See, Misfit says, Tara, she got upset with Chris one night on a stream he did. She threatened to shut off his internet, and when he streams on his channel, he's doing it for free.
Oh, well, they didn't. Wasn't that what I watched? Was they were on his channel last night?
They were on both.
Maybe she's
They were streaming. They were streaming to both channels.
Oh, okay. I'm not subbed, and I woke up to it, and I went and watched one person. It was
they
him.
kind of had a little tiff that same night that Stitches is talking about, and she said, "Well, you can buy me out of drama arena."
Yes, 17K. And that's what I was going to say. Listen, I'm glad you said that as well, Lindy. Thank you, darling. You've been keeping me on point all night. Let me just say this. Your ass is over there saying, I did this and I did that. Don't worry about what we're doing over here. We're not channel building, but let's just say we are. Don't worry about how we build a channel, bitch. You build a channel on the whole community with your entire wallet. I think there's a lot to be said if Stitches and I can build an entire channel on your back without any monetization.
Yeah.
Right. And see, just like like the other night, Mark was streaming. He had 135 people viewing it, right?
Right.
But it only had 5 people in the side chat.
Exactly.
That's a large amount of lurkers.
Right. Like right now, we got 113 watching, right?
And he could have bought those.
And we've probably got
Dave the fisherman used to do that.
Listen, everybody comes for the shit show. I get that. I get it.
I mean, but we got 113 watching, and we only got 35 in the side chat. So, but that's a little bit. But for Chris, it says,
"Oh my God, Mike! How dare you act like you can do math with your dumb, stupid ass?"
Well, I mean, you know.
Did y'all see this comment? Misfit Price said, "Yes, she stupidly admitted that she's paying his bills."
She did. And she got a boyfriend living with her. She got a whole new boyfriend and paying his bills.
Good Lord.
Oh my God.
Hey, how about
Must be
this,
hard work.
Chris? Why don't you turn your camera on? Because I'm a little curious. You talk a lot of shit. You go around here talking to a lot of women in the back, and you talk a lot of shit, but you are sitting over there hiding behind your fucking picture. And listen,
I guarantee you he's bald as a pool ball because he never has a picture without that hat.
I challenge one of you to come in this side chat right now and say, I saw Chris, he turned his camera on for me, and he looks just like whatever. I challenge you to do it right now.
Never seen him.
Does anybody know how they met? Him and Jody?
I do. I do kind of. Listen, let me let you tell your story, and let's see if it matches what I know.
Well, I don't know. I just knew that he kind of popped up, and she was saying that that was his best friend, but I didn't know, where they came from or anything.
Well, Silent had his own little thing going on. He had friends. Go ahead, Four.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was.
No. You go.
No, I do. I'm just flabbergasted. Where they come from?
Silent had his own little thing going on. He had his friends.
That's what I was talking about earlier about the new
Jake
people trying
Jake brought Jody here. They did their troll on the community.
They have sex? That's what I heard.
No, I don't think they ever met in real life.
They didn't have sex.
But they did their troll on the community. They did their troll on the community. That they busted up. And then she went over to My Cries, and she was hanging out there.
Okay.
Chris had his own thing going because he actually had several subscribers. I don't know what he was doing on his channel to get his subscribers, but he would kind of peek in and out into our community. But we always knew that was Silent's brother. Leo and Dateline were ride or dies for Silent, like being the best of friends that you could be to somebody. Jody kind of infiltrates that. She's hanging out with Chris now. Now Silent sees the money. He shits on Dateline and Leo. And listen, you girls correct me if I'm getting it wrong. Y'all correct me in the side chat. he shits on them and goes where the money is. Starts hanging out with Jody and Chris and Kimberly, and that's where he meets his sugar mama.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest is history. I think I got it all that right.
No,
Do I have all that right, Dateline?
it sounds right. It sounds like it's right. I mean, there was.
I went on a whole
Right.
ramble, but I was
No,
like a
yeah.
snake slithering through the maze. I think I got it right. Dateline, correct
that's
me.
right.
I know.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right, Misfit. I heard him when he said it. She says Jake and Jody never met, although the lie was they did, but Jake admitted he never met her. Exactly.
Right. But Jake told everybody the truth that he brought her to the community after him and Meow had fallen out.
Yeah.
And he was hurt over what was happening with Meow. So he brought his old trolley girlfriend from back in the day
Mm-hmm.
to YouTube, and they agreed to do a work on the community. And then it didn't work out because, well, Jake is Jake, and so it didn't work out. So then she went to his enemies, and then she used her wallet, and she started going into the different live streams and
I know that
donating money and doing it up, getting noticed. No hate. Do what you got to do.
Buying her way in.
Me too, checkered minds. I'm just getting all caught. Now I knew most of that, but like I didn't know that Jody was around before Meow, because when I met Jake over on Lease, that was
Jody wasn't around before Meow.
No, all right. I thought I just missed.
After
she came after.
Right.
Jake and Meow started having problems, and they busted up.
That's
and
when I
then
was
he
around,
brought Jody here to make Meow jealous. I mean, Jake's probably listening. I mean, Jake, come on. I think I got the story right. Yeah. He brought Jody here to make Meow jealous.
Did it work?
And I hope all of you know that that's a fake voice, because when she gets upset about something, her real voice comes out, not that fake.
That phone sex line.
Yeah, that's fake.
Talking to Wagon, who's half your age. Stop it.
Ooh.
I'm just saying, Wagon is my child's age. I would not talk to someone my child's age in this manner. Oh my God.
Look, if all you can do in life is find somebody you've got to pay their bills, that ain't nothing to brag about.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I hold Tracy just as responsible. Like yesterday, I guess was her birthday, and they said Mark didn't even realize it until that Jojo from across the pond said, I will tell Mrs. T happy birthday. And he was like, oh, it is her birthday today. And then somebody left me a message and said that she came in, and he said, hey, happy birthday, I love you, but he didn't get off or, shut down or anything like that.
No, and he was over there live today like, y'all all said me and Mrs. T is split up, but do you hear her in the background? Yeah, it's her birthday, and she came over to have time with her husband, and you're still on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. And he doesn't care. I mean, he has no pride. He just doesn't care. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, somebody had sent me a clip that said she came in to bring his groceries on a Monday, and she was going back and forth to the car bringing the groceries in, and
he told her to get the cart.
Get the cart. And I know exactly what he's talking about because we use one of those, and didn't offer to help, and he was called out on it, and he didn't even care. I mean, look, my husband's not perfect, but one thing he's never allowed me to do is carry groceries. If he's around, he's like, nope, I got it. You go on in the house.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he did not even get up.
Look, and Barbie says that someone spent $17K on a 1K sub channel. Well,
damn,
she didn't spend the whole 17.
That's no number to have in the bottom of YouTube.
She didn't spend $17K on all that on the channel. What the hell happened?
Nothing.
Nothing.
She didn't spend my screen changed, And I was like, what the hell
Oh,
happened?
okay, got you.
All right. She didn't
No,
spend
but
17K. Go ahead.
yeah, she didn't spend 17K all on that channel. I mean, probably a bigger portion of that money has been keeping Chris up. So, I'll just say.
Listen, Jody, go do you, honey. You'll fare better.
You
And
need
then
to be
you can
spending
keep
that
all
money
the
on
money,
your kids.
Jody. Keep all the money.
Yeah,
honey.
I look, and really, I don't have a problem with Jody. That's why I don't never talk no junk to her. Really, I don't have a problem with Jody. It's Chris that can't keep his fat mouth shut.
Yeah. Well, he's only cocky when he's over there on his channel at 11 o'clock talking about, where are you at, bitches?
Right.
I don't know. Where was I at last week when you was being all nicey in my side chat?
Yeah, he's always saying, I want these people to come forward, but they can't. Look here, you little bitch boy. I'll come at you any day on panel. I'm not a bit scared of you. Just like when you were on my panel, you're the one. This is what a pussy boy is.
Yep.
If I don't like somebody, I can just ignore them if they're somewhere. Say I just came in the side chat here and he was up here with all of you all. I would be respectful. I wouldn't speak. I wouldn't look. I wouldn't talk about him because I feel like when you go to somebody's side chat, that's like going to their house.
Right. I agree.
And while the other night I did lose it on Jenny Gin Gins at somebody, but that's not usual. I usually do my own bitching on my own channel. But every time that he would see me somewhere and somebody would say, Lindy, come on panel, he would say, oh, God, I don't really want her coming up here. See, I could have gone up there and just ignored your ass because I'm a grown-ass woman. But you're not. You are intimidated by me or you wouldn't keep saying that shit.
Yep. Oh, my God. I have to deal with this because now I have to insert my brain to think about a comeback.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Well,
I mean, that is the truth, though. I mean, that is how it is, though, Mike.
Yeah, you know what? What I also seen, Tara, we came back and we're now chasing clout off of Mark Terry.
Oh, how is that so?
Mark Terry, let me tell you something.
No, he didn't say it.
Hold on. Listen up, folks.
Hey, he's not the one that said it.
Who said it?
Chris.
Well, he doesn't know.
Nobody
don't know
chasing
shit.
anything off those fools.
Right.
Oh my
We're
God.
chasing clout.
We've all been here longer than any of you.
Let me tell you. Let me just say something real quick. I'm not chasing anything. I don't care about anything. I have a channel that pulls a very large side chat all by itself. If I worried about numbers and I wanted to be monetized and all this, I'd be doing it up over there. I have been here for a long time. I have friends. I like to hang out with my friends. We talk about the fuckery y'all are pulling in the back. And then me and Stitches say, hey, why don't we go talk about that in the front?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And we're not making the stuff up. I mean, it's everything we say is true. We can show it to you. I mean, people see it. Now, whether people choose to believe it or not, I can't do anything about that. But for the ones that don't believe it, when they do that to you, you probably might not want to go crying to everybody.
No, they'll come over here and say, Tara and Stitches, you was right. How many times has that happened, Mike, honestly?
A lot. Okay.
You was right. Oh, and also, Chris, I don't know what you mean by saying we was right about Lisa. They were wrong about Lisa. What does that mean? What does that mean? You have no idea what happened between me and Lisa. You have no fucking clue what's going on. And to say you're right about what? What are you right about? You're right about what? I'll wait. I'm so curious.
And just for the record, Chris, since we are so irrelevant and I'm dumb.
So dumb.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've deleted 4 1K channels that I had zero amount of money in.
That's true.
Not 17K. And we're not chasing clout off anybody because, I'm sitting here, haven't streamed in I don't know how long, got a brand new channel that has 180 subs, but I got 114 watching and about 30 in the side
Actually,
chat.
I think you've gotten about 100 subs today.
Listen, we've gained 200 subs
Tara,
in 7 days.
Tara, you been buying subs again?
I wish I had money to buy subs or lakefront property.
Well, if you
When
start
y'all
buying,
went live, you had like 100 and something. Now you've got 250.
well, if you start buying subs again, I want a steak and cheese on white toasted. Okay, mayonnaise, pickles, and onions. That's the way I
But
like
the thing is that we're not even coming here for that. Like, we literally just want to hang out with our friends. Okay, we'll come here and play twanging ass hillbilly music. Which, by the way, fuck you. I ain't a hillbilly. I'm a redneck. Get it right. Okay. There's a
hillbilly
difference.
is Mark.
Yeah.
And they sure love that hillbilly.
Right.
I mean, talk about somebody making you look like a fool.
Right.
Like, literally, he's like the definition with his rotten ass teeth is chew tobacco in his mouth.
Well, my channel is not for subs, it's not for views, and it's not for money. It's for the people that I like and what I want to talk about, and I will continue to do that. And if you don't like it, anybody, I don't give a fuck.
And here's the thing. Me and Mike had this discussion a couple of weeks ago.
That is true.
You guys
weirdo.
all think some of you guys think that being all in the drama and being all controversial is what you need to gain numbers in the community. It's actually not. Okay. Why don't you try to be genuine and good and stand for something and watch how many people will actually follow you?
Yep.
Exactly. But they can't do that. They're putting on a show. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's all this bullshit. All this bullshit of they're they think they're celebrities over there and they're putting on a show. They got this whole little production thing. That's the whole thing with the Minnie Manson talking about they had an agent, which was Marilyn Mike, and a manager, which was Potter. I mean, come on now.
I mean, listen, a lot of people lurk and pay attention. I didn't even know who Minnie Manson was.
Yes, Barbie.
But by the time people started coming to me, I knew who he was and I knew what y'all's game was in the community with
Is that why Mike was pushing him so?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
It's called discernment, folks.
Yes, Sean. 4 has been ball gagged.
I'm here, Sean. I'm just listening. It's entertaining as hell.
Sorry, 4. All right, 4. Let 4 have a turn. I'm sorry.
It's just.
Listen, you got me and Lindy, 2 southern ass motherfucking Catholics. What you gonna do about it?
We're good. Mike and I are having a great time.
Look, Dayline says that Mark rebuked me as a demon this morning. Okay.
Look, Mark.
Damn the devil.
I have always said Mark and the truth are strangers. He tries to claim, oh, I'm a Christian. You and being a Christian is strangers too, dude.
Yeah, he says, I walk with the righteous now.
Hey, but you know what? Sorry, Lindy. You know what, though? If Mark would have came here when he first came here doing that act, instead of the way he come here trying to jump in and attacking everybody, he would probably be way far ahead of where he's at right now.
Yeah, he's doing too much of a weird revolving door flip-flopping act.
Right.
And people don't like where, if you listen to him, he will lie to you, then he will deny the lie not an hour later, and then he'll lie about it again. Most people don't like that.
Oh, G Maggots. I didn't call him G Maggots. No, I didn't.
I mean, he sat there and lied. I never said that.
He did call him G Maggots and then he got all stressed out and went over there and
I heard that. I saw that.
Then he went over on G's and all but give him a blowjob for it. I'm just saying.
He was like, wait a minute, let me explain, folks.
That's when I said the comment I did about he could shoot all y'all and you'd be okay with it.
Yeah, is that when it was? Okay.
Yeah,
I agree.
I know I was in that chat. I was in there.
All I'm gonna say is don't cry about other people hanging out with fucking Rich Life if you're hanging out with the likes of fucking Mark Terry after you said you wouldn't. Don't get worried up.
I've never known the appeal of Rich Life to anybody.
Yeah, what was that? What was that G said again, Lindy? He would delete his channel before he had Mark Terry
He said
back
he
up
would
on.
delete his channel before he would bring Mark Terry back on.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what people
Well,
are.
I have a question. A lot of other people have asked this as well. You
Yes,
talked
Lynn.
about bringing G-Force back. Is
Mhm.
that something you and G are doing together, or you're doing alone?
No, G and I, like I said, we've kept in contact over the couple of years, but like here and there, there's been like 8 months in between contact. You know what I mean? Where I was just
Right.
kind of gone. But like there was one time, a few times we've reached out. How you doing? Hope everything's good. We don't really talk about YouTube. But lately, when I came back, I texted him. I was in one of his chats, and I said, "Hey, what's up? I'm back for a little bit. I'm just kind of chilling, and you know what I mean." And I was just surprised that like he still had Mark hanging around, and Marilyn Mike after the things I'd heard, all the shit about him. And those are the types of people I kind of heard through the wind, the stuff that they continued to do, which is another reason I was just like, this is like shot, or I don't want to be associated.
Well,
with
the
these
good thing
people.
about
I don't get
G-Force was it was just a fight panel anyway.
well exactly, and
It's
that's
true
the
to
place
what it
for it.
was.
Yes,
You know
no,
what I
G and
mean?
I were going to do it together and just kind of
Yeah.
like airing of grievances. You know what I mean? Just like all no holds barred, whatever. We didn't talk much about it. We just mentioned it back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, but other than that. I haven't had time to be in. I don't know. I just heard about this yesterday about this Melton attack and Hazel thing.
Listen, see how G does us, and G's like we're coming at him, we're doing this. But look, I've never once talked about G's personal life. I've never talked about his kids, his wife. I've never talked about nothing like that. I've never talked about anything like that. And I'm the bad guy, and the ones that have done that sit up on this panel every night.
On the panel.
And facts on facts. And it's his friend in real life. Like they know they're each other in the flesh.
Well, you know why that happened though with Marilyn Mike though. G really kind of needed him. That's how they ended up getting back together when G was going to have to move, and he didn't have anybody to help him move.
Okay.
They had been sitting on panels together over at Mark's, kind of, not really talking, but
Right.
just kind of being cordial to each other. Well, I guess that Marilyn Mike said, well, I can help you move, blah, blah, blah. And, G has said that he wouldn't have been able to make that move if it hadn't have been for Mike. So that's how they got back. That's the first time they met.
Okay. All
They
right.
had never met in
What's
real
that,
life.
Munchie?
Hey.
Sorry.
So
No,
that's
keep
how
going.
they
I was
got
just saying.
back in.
Oh, I'm the flip flopper.
So now that makes sense. I was wondering why G would have forgiven him for talking about his situation with his wife.
And we used to go on G's. This is coming from somebody that used to go on G's panel every night. Four went on the panel every night. I was there. Savage, Pirate, all of us went on the panel every night. And whenever we didn't like what was coming down the pipe and we didn't like what we saw, we did not say anything. We didn't drag G. We didn't talk shit about him. We didn't dox him. We didn't talk about his wife. We didn't talk about his family. We didn't talk about none of that. All we did was stepped away and never said a thing about him. Didn't make no videos. Didn't go do no live streams. Didn't do none of that. Then he gets a new group in there, and then that group wants to come attacking everybody, and they're the good guys, and we're the bad guys.
Thank you, Mike. You just summed up you summed it up. That's exactly how I feel. And I'm just like, why is this happening? Where's the old base?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Four never done nothing to him, and he shit on
Of
Four.
course not. I don't like retorting.
And Nick's never done nothing to him, but he supports Mike continually going around and typing every fucking comment about her body.
Right.
And what woman, girlfriend, would be okay with that? I'd be
I
like,
mean, it is weird, right? Like, why are you getting it? Because they got that girl gang over there, right? They support females, right? No, you don't. No, you don't. You support your man who bullies females. Facts on facts.
I
well,
feel bad for Julia
I really like Julia.
because I don't think Julia agrees with what they doing over there.
Yeah, I don't
Actually, tell
really
you the
watch,
truth.
so I don't
No,
know.
I've heard her say, like stop, like yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, there's been a
And I
couple
don't
things.
think that Rachella likes a lot that goes on, but she is
I
devoted.
agree with that. Yeah, I'm sorry,
But
Lindy.
she's
I just,
devoted to Jesus.
Yeah, I think Rachel wants to try to keep things truthful.
Well, I mean, we already seen that. Rachella was trying to keep G truthful when he shit on her and shut her down and said,
Right.
"I
And
was
I don't
trying.
watch.
I
I
was
don't
trying
watch
to. What did he
Jesus,
say?
so I don't
I was trying to
know.
do something, and Rachella fucked it up. Couldn't keep her mouth shut."
Yeah, be quiet, Rachel, and know your place, know your pecking order.
Right. Why do they allow him to talk to them like that? Like,
Could you imagine if me and you were doing a stream and I cut you off and you were like, Tara, excuse me, can I fucking talk? Can I fucking talk here? I'd be like, yeah, bitch, you can talk to yourself wherever. Bye.
Yeah, I would never do
You
that.
wouldn't talk to me like that. No, you wouldn't.
Joe King says yesterday G went live and had over 200 watching. He said he had to leave and ask Skidmark to go live and ask everyone to go over to Skidmark. Skid only had about 40. That should tell him something.
well, that figures.
Exactly.
Yeah, that figures, Joe King. It's great to see you, Joe King, and everybody else in chat, guys.
Yeah, I ain't seen
so many people.
I ain't seen Joe King in a while.
Yeah, I saw him in one other chat, and I was all pumped up. And then
I haven't seen JK NoCal in a while, and he's in the chat.
Yeah, he's been. I mean, I figured if anywhere, and that's one of the people I've always. And JK will tell you, him and JK will call you on everything you do.
JK's old school as fuck.
Yeah, JK is old school.
I mean,
and JK. No,
JK's just here for shenanigans. He's not into all that drama.
He's not, but he's there, and JK knows what's going on. He's got screenshots, okay? And he knows what's been going on. So, and he can tell you it's been the same. It's the same. Like when he left, probably around the same time I left, going to G's like every night and everything. You get, but it's just the people, some of the people. Most of them are awesome, but some of the people that bless themselves on that panel are just trash.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
why.
I don't get it. Why they're still around?
I mean, that's why I get aggravated at G, and I like G, but he went from having good people to having good chats, and you know what I'm saying.
And there wasn't any of that arguing and stuff like that when he did that.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, sure, but not like I mean, it's ridiculous. I had to step away.
Right.
And now I'm glad to be back and seeing everybody because.
Well, did y'all hear what Mark said about Norm F?
Probably a
I heard
lie.
he said a few things. I don't know. Let's see. You tell me. Let's see if it's one of the things.
Exactly, German lady. G don't need Mark. I think Mark hurts his channel.
That's
more
I agree. I
absolutely think that he hurts his channel.
Right.
That's my point, and I don't get it. And he's not the only one. That hurts.
People don't feel safe there. And when you don't feel safe, listen, when you don't feel safe, that's when you have to have the same people on your panel night after night after night. And then everybody gets bored with the same old mundane thing. And you can't switch it up because people don't feel safe to come up there. They're going to get set up or they're going to get whatever. And so because you've made it that way, like I would not come on your panel. I came on your panel twice and both times I was annihilated.
That's true.
Look,
so
no
I
drama.
don't want to come back there.
No Drama says, what are they saying about Norm F?
Yeah, what do they say about Norm?
Let me see here. I mean, and this is just, you can go to Bridget's and see it, and I also have it on my community page. He was saying that.
Hey, Nicole, how are you?
Norm was a mentally retarded man that Holly took advantage of, and that it was criminal what she did, taking money from him, and just on and on and on, saying that. And Bridget got him good in what she said to him. And then yesterday, he was still telling Norm that you're only $500,000 in debt. What's $500 going to hurt you?
Wow.
But he's calling Norm, a retarded man.
Did Norm give him the money?
No. He's in the middle of bankruptcy. So
yeah,
the
other night, somebody in his chat asked him where Norm was. He said, "Oh, Norm probably at work because he's broke." That's what Mark says.
This is what he says. I'm reading it instead of. He says, "Wow, Norm's not right up here in the head. You can tell that when you talk to him." So he's also an alcoholic, and I'm, let's see, he's not very smart. And then you've got people like Holly that, continue to bleed him dry. Well, I'm going to tell you something. If he had offered you as much money as he had offered Holly, you'd take it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, listen, this is something I've noticed about Mark. He goes on talking about, fuck you, you got this money from this person. Fuck you, you got this money from this person. Let me tell you let me translate. Well, I didn't get that money you got from that person.
And he is a real toddler about it. I was on Barbie's one night and calling him out for what he had had Barbie do to Harvard Chickie, because he blamed all of that on Barbie. And I said, nope, you're the one that sent her the message and told her to come over there and attack Harvard
Exactly.
Chickie. And I said, you're just mad that you got exposed. And Les, she used to go by Les White, but Les that's now with Cagle. She paid Barbie $50, and she said, go out to a lunch with your mom and have a girls' day. He got so mad and blew up on that panel that he left because Les gave Barbie $50 and he didn't get it.
Well, Mark Terry's crying.
Mm-hmm.
Cry baby bitch boy.
Let me ask people something. Speaking of 55 or the Bergs, how much money does he pull in a month, would you say? I'm just asking out of the blue. Real quick.
Who?
Bergs. What do you think he makes a month?
I have no idea. Because I don't pay enough attention to him.
Me either.
I'm wondering if someone in chat that does frequent it to troll or whatnot, or at least keep track of certain law cows. Yeah, I was wondering how much he thinks, because
I have no idea.
I know people have given Mark,
but I know he used to tell Lisa that, she needed to get her shit together because you have no idea how much money you can make on here.
Skiwi says that he's going to marry Vegas Barbie as soon as she gets divorced. He needs a sugar mama to wash his dishes.
Well,
wait a minute, sugar mamas don't wash your dishes. That's
exactly. You wash their dishes.
$120. Yeah, well, I remember people gave Mark a lot of money at one point, and now I think I would think that it has dwindled down. Listen, I could say I've never subscribed to any channel that Mark has ever had. So
yeah,
I don't get notified. I get updates with other people doing uploads, and I find out that way what's going on. And of course,
I think that birthday scam stream that he had yesterday, I mean, he's having a birthday stream for Tracy and she wasn't even there. I think he made less than $10.
What a moron.
He was there today, Lindy. Because he made sure to get her. He made sure to say, "What about that, Bergs? Woo! You said my wife ain't with me." I guess she had to come get some of that birthday booty.
I guess that she has finally told him, "Look, the only way that I'm going to stay here is if when I'm at home, you're streaming in the weight room." That's why he's been streaming in that weight room. I wish to God, and I'm not a person that goes real life, but I wish to God somebody call that place and say there's a creeper in the weight room.
Quarantined off. Well, it's probably for the best.
Well, maybe he should stop streaming in the weight room and actually start using them weights.
I mean, I would say so.
Open the window. Something.
He tried to get me one night to come up on Taylor's, and it was like 11, 12 o'clock at night. I said, look, just because you don't respect your wife, I do my husband. He's asleep. I'm not coming up there because I'm like Tara. I'm not a quiet person, and I always talk loud or blah blah blah, and I am not going to be disrespectful and wake him up just to come up on a panel with you.
All my friends know that. I mean, all my friends know that if it's 8 o'clock or after, don't message me. I'm probably asleep because my man works, and I go to bed with my man.
Well, I turn my phone on silent, but I still get messages because I do stay up later than.
I wake up in the middle of the night and then I find when I've been left.
Yeah.
Because they don't listen.
I'm on some new medication, so when I take that medication, I have to take it by midnight. Because unlike Mark, I have real PTSD. It knocks me out till the next morning. So
wait a minute. Why does Mark say he has PTSD?
Yeah.
From what? What happened to him?
I think he said that a bunch of men jumped him, and he said that two serial killers has kidnapped him before.
Oh Lord!
Wow.
Lindy, if you don't stop trolling me right now,
Wow.
I mean, not one serial killer, but two. What are the chances of that?
That's wow.
I mean,
that's comedy hour.
A bunch of Jerry Springer nonsense. I'm damn sure.
I love all these men on YouTube that live off disability because they have anxiety disorders.
Right.
Wow. Speaking of disability, I seen Rich back for a while. I don't know what he's doing around. I guess he made a new channel. That's interesting.
Well, he was going to go out to PA, was the rumor, but now he says he don't think that's a good idea.
Last thing I heard, he was going to Chicago.
He said he was going to go gamble. Where's that at?
In Biloxi.
Biloxi. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, somebody told me he said he won $2,000 yesterday.
Well, he'll be in Chicago. Where he'll be then. He'll have gas money.
Oh, he's going to go see Barbie Girl?
He got that RV. He'll have gas money for that.
Barbie Girl, you better put your chain link lock on the front door and the back door.
Damn. He's coming.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's a new one.
I mean, he must be in the Guinness World Book of Records to have escaped two serial killers.
And listen, he escaped two serial killers. Hold on, he escaped two serial killers. Did some kind of shit in the war. I don't know which war. That's
he was a colonel. He was a colonel in the military.
Oh, wow.
And was married for all these years, singing in different, really good bands and music.
Well, why is he not doing that now? Where's all these band members? Is what I want to know. This is why I have no respect for Tracy. I heard her say, I'm the one that told Mark that he should start a YouTube channel when COVID was going on and he couldn't go, out to bars or anything. And that way that he could make some music money here. So
right, because didn't she come from wasn't she over there in the drama community?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think she's ever been.
I think Tracy was here and she was over in the drama community. And and when COVID hit, she brought him here and said, yeah, you play your music and see if we can get some attention. I think that's what happened. Yeah.
Oh, see, I never even heard about her until his feet had already hit the ground. You know what I mean?
I could be wrong.
He says that he found his way to Boyd because he found WOG because he was looking for other people that played guitar.
Okay.
Oh well, maybe. Okay, well maybe that's how it went.
But now I do believe that this is the truth. Every liar tells a little bit of truth. He said that he used to take off and be like a groupie with all these different bands and everything, and that he wouldn't call home or come home for weeks at a time. Now that would happen to me one time.
Yeah,
Your
no, we're
clothes
not
would be
blaming
out in the
that.
yard, burned to a crisp. The locks would be changed, and you'd
Yep.
be gone. And he said that Tracy would always be real mad, but she'd get over it. And you know why? Because he does that. My beautiful wife, she just means the world to me. Well, you know
She's
what?
so hot. Yeah.
My husband is not one that's ever going to go around all day long going, you're a goddess. You're so beautiful. You're so wonderful. But that man shows me every single day that he feels that way. And I would much rather have the action than the words.
I can tell you right now that if I needed to go to bed and my man was trying to keep me up because he was worried up about perpetuated fake ass bullshit Jerry Springer drama on YouTube, and I said, "Can you please shut that off and go to bed?" and he'd tell me to shut up, woman. Well, wait, your ass or my ass is gone first thing in the morning. Somebody out of here.
Exactly. And he always says that he's a grandpa. When you seen those grandkids, Mark? When have you seen them? Last I heard, Tracy said that she didn't trust you to be around them. So when's the last time you saw them?
Damn, I wonder what that means. Wait, I wonder what that. She said she didn't trust him to be around the grandbabies.
I don't think it's anything sexual. I think because she, thinks
Because
that
he's
he's
just
so
so
mentally
manic.
that off.
Because do you think he might backhand him? I know you ain't
No, I think he
backhanding
might not
the
pay
babies, Mark.
attention. Well, he's so wrapped up on the YouTube, he probably ain't be paying attention to what they're doing.
Agreed. If anything. Anyway, moving on.
I mean, I know one time before they moved out of that house, and that house was their son's house, by the way. And the son got another job, and that's why they had to move. He moved back into his house. And I heard G say this to him. He said, your grandkids are here. Why are you not out there with them? They were, Tracy was outside playing with them. He didn't go outside of time. He stayed inside online and didn't go outside of time.
Well, they're his step-grand. I mean, listen, not that makes a difference, but they're his step-grandchildren, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have any actual children on his own, right?
Well, see, I don't either, but boy, mine's mine.
Don't
Yeah,
matter.
my stepchildren are my life. I cut your throat for them, I promise you. But I'm just saying, for someone who doesn't have empathy or true, genuine love or loyalty, then you're definitely not going to care about other people's children.
Well, he doesn't care about her, so I mean, he's not going to care about anything else. And I guarantee you that that's why those boys probably have no respect for him.
Bridget said he said his grandson was dying. What?
No, that was his son. You mean when he first came here? That was his son, he said, was dying. And he said that he was a little boy and he was a grown-ass man with 2 kids of his own. He did say that when he was on G's back when he first came.
No.
And then
Listen, Mark, Terry, you over there talking about Lisa's trash and Lindy's trash, and I don't even know who else you called as trash. Honey, if you don't take your whole coffee filtered, banana peeled, slimed up ass out of the trash can first, I'm going to have to do something with you.
He's the biggest piece of trash that there's ever been.
I mean, he is Oscar the Grouch. He lives in the trash can.
Bridget got it right. He looks like Grumpy Cat.
No, he looks like what's her name? I posted it on Twitter. He looks like what's her name from Monsters Incorporated. Do you got your paperwork?
Oh my god.
Oh, he's just gross. Gross.
I have to take a potty break. I'll be back, you guys.
Okay.
Somebody sent me a picture the other day of him where he had dip all in his teeth and all up on his lips. And I mean, everybody and their brother has told him to stop spitting in the camera, and he just keeps on and on and on. It's so disgusting.
No, he's gonna use like typical trolls do. Anything that they know will trigger anybody, and then combine it into one stew. And
I ain't watching nobody that's got old nasty stuff like that on.
There's not a lot of entertainment value to it. No, I agree. I mean, I don't know what it provides for people. Rather than go ahead.
I don't understand why G was not upset that he called him live. That was not a mistake. You could see from the look on Mark's face that was not a mistake.
What happened? Somebody called who?
Mark, week before last, called G while he was live and didn't tell G that he was live. And so G's talking to him on the phone and,
Oh, I got you.
Live.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, well, that's like the first thing you say. Hey, how you doing? Hey, we're live. You know what I mean?
He said, I need to get out of here, man. I'm thinking about coming up your way. And G didn't want no part of that. You could tell.
Of course.
Yeah, G sound a little like, I don't want to be a dick, but oh, what the fuck do I say?
And Mark said, yeah, I want to give my wife a taste of her own medicine. And, she's never at home. She's always staying at her sister's. Dude, how's that going to be any different if you're gone? I mean, you're not paying any attention to her anyway.
She's staying at her sister's, all right.
Get it, Mrs. T.
There's nothing she gets out of the marriage. Nothing.
I don't know what she gets out of it. Maybe, listen, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take it on to Troll Avenue for a minute. Maybe he got a big old donkey slong and he bends it over and spits it and splits it and does it up for hours. I don't know. I mean, maybe she came over there and spent her birthday night with him. She got her some birthday booty. Maybe he's crazy and he's too much to deal with on the daily, but maybe he does.
It wouldn't be worth it.
He's very upset.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what it could be, and I'm thinking maybe he licks it. I don't know.
Oh, Sammy says that G is now calling Melton a man and talking about his dick between his legs and everything.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. And I was saying, if you feel that that's homophobic to do that to someone that says they identify as female, then you should feel that way if G says it. If you don't, then okay. On how you feel. But if it was your child or your whatever and you were like standing up for that, then
I know that Julia would not support that part.
No.
Yeah, listen, if you're in the LGBT community and you support people gay bashing, you are a disgrace to your own community. And I'll leave it at that. And listen, if you are married to a woman who licks it, don't be talking about other women that lick it, okay? Just saying.
Sarah.
Leave me alone is all I'm saying. Oh my goodness, it's pouring down rain.
Yeah, it's raining here too. Well, it says rain coming on the way.
I'm gonna have to get off here in a bit. I gotta get dinner going.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there, Stitches? You've been quiet for a hot minute.
I'm listening to y'all. What do you mean? What am I doing?
He couldn't talk with you.
Sometimes my husband, who is not a talker, will say, do you realize you've not even taken a breath?
Hey, listen, when I was listening to Steve Billings and Isaac Guest go at it, I was like, holy shit. I thought I could fucking steamroll. That, like, fucking Isaac didn't even take 30 minutes, no breath.
No, but I
How
heard
the
Steve.
fuck?
I could hear Steve better than I could hear Isaac, though.
Steve even took a breath, though.
That's because
even I was.
Steve took a couple of breaths. Damn, Isaac just went like.
That's because Steve, he don't try to talk too fast. He talks clear. And Isaac over there trying to run 90 miles an hour would sound like he got a mouth full of marbles.
God. Steve left the building. Steve was like Elvis. He left the building 20 minutes ago, and Isaac was like Rick James still getting the cake thrown across him as he ran back out on stage. But wait, there's more. I was like, damn, the stamina. You win. If me, I'll steamroll a person, but I would concede.
I don't know much about Guest Mob or anything, but I definitely was thinking, well, I hear Steve better because I at least know what he's saying. I didn't know much about what Guest Mob was saying.
And you
Yeah.
know another reason why it was easier for Steve to stay ahead of him than Isaac? Because Steve was talking truth.
And I
You know
agree
what I'm
with
saying?
Steve when
And
Steve
Isaac
said,
was having to think about what he was going to say next and make shit up. That's what.
and I
That's
agree
why.
with Steve when he said, "Oh, really? She snapped a phone cord out from her neck. Pull the phone cord from the wall. Try to snap it. It will not happen."
Right. I think that should be a YouTube challenge to see who can get online and snap a phone cord in half.
Yes, prove us wrong. Snap that phone, especially the wall con shit.
Right.
It doesn't matter if it's the cord, the spiral cord that goes from the phone piece to the dial piece, or if it's the electric cord that goes from the dial piece to the wall. Neither one of those is snapping easily.
No, not
You might
unless you're
stretch
already
it, but you're not going to snap it.
I remember
Yeah.
those ones from the kitchen.
Look,
that
Lydia says,
reached
"What's
into
a
the
phone
living room.
cord?" Lydia ain't never seen a phone cord.
Aw,
She
bless
says her
her young heart.
her phone don't have no cord, like a
It
charger.
hadn't had a cord since 1980.
Shoot, I'm so old. Even my first cell phone had one of them, spiral cords to it.
Yeah.
Oh
You must have had you a bag phone, Miss Lindy.
Listen,
My
I'm
second
so
one was
old that
bad.
my
The first one was in the
my
car.
car phone had a cord. Facts. And
Right.
it had a big antenna that came out, and it was connected to this like bag thing that plugged into my car.
And Lord, they were heavy. But we thought we were something with that phone.
If you had to have money to have that one, that was for sure.
Well, I saw a video the other day where they were showing home phones to little kids, and one little girl picked it up and she said, "It's got a dial tone. You mean I can actually call somebody?"
Yeah, 911, bitch.
And I can't even tell you the last time that we had a home phone. I mean, I used to keep one when my mom was with me because you had to have it for her emergency little clicker thing. You had to have a home phone, but no, hadn't had one in years.
People actually don't realize it would be very important. Like, I don't have a ground line, but ground lines are actually very important. Like, if everything goes out, any kind of emergency happens, your phone line will still work.
Yeah.
But I don't have a ground line either, so
Yeah.
I can't say nothing.
I remember when cordless phones first came out. That was the big rave. Everyone got.
I remember when they first came out, and all I wanted was that fancy smancy cordless phone answer machine combo from VTech.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
But, I watch a lot of old movies, so I still see those cordless phones being used, and they pull up that big old antenna.
Oh yeah.
ET phone home.
And then you would always go like once in a while when you're growing up as a teen, you would go like whatever, somebody in high school's house when you're friends or something. And then like their family had like a really bad, like it was always better than mine. I was like, man, you got really awesome phone. Then I remember like, oh, that's right. We haven't had a new one in like 3 years. But yeah, I remember.
I thought I was the coolest kid because we had MTV and a lot of kids didn't have MTV.
Yeah,
like
I remember when cable TV come out. It was before that you could only get like 3 channels, and then I was in high school when cable TV actually came out.
How about I was talking to somebody this morning earlier, and we were talking about back in the day on being on Yahoo. Remember, Mike? I sent Mike clips where people screen recorded the old Yahoo chat rooms back in the day, where we used to have to fight over the mic and say, "I got your numbers. I got your numbers."
And I remember those MSN chat rooms and everything.
Yes. Got your numbers. And then the hackers would come in and they'd spam your ass until you were booted, and all you would hear if you were talking on the mic was
Yeah, I came from the packets. But look, I came from the time the AOL chat rooms when you didn't have no audio, no video. All you had was the keyboard.
And you had to keep refreshing to see the chat.
Exactly.
Yes. And that's why you motherfuckers don't worry us up, honeys. You didn't have to fight for your right on dial up to get back online after somebody dropped a packet on your ass.
Yeah, you get online. You had to listen to it. Go.
Fucking 25 minutes later, you get back to the chat room.
Yep. Well, it's none of my business, but I take it from the side chat that Steve and Barbie are still not friendly with each other.
Oh shit! I wasn't reading the side chat.
Yeah, what's going on in chat?
I don't know.
I thought maybe since he was on her panel last night that they had.
Oh yeah. Because I don't know. Yep.
Steve and Barbie have been trolling each other for months. Just saying.
I want Steve and Barbie to just like get along.
I don't even really know what Steve and Barbie has a reason to be fighting about. But
No, they were friendly one day, and the next I knew they weren't. So
I don't know what happened. I mean, I know they were, and they wasn't together. They were just friends.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And
Steve, I probably do too, actually.
And
what's up, Rose?
So,
hey, Layla.
you know, I don't even know why they're fighting. I mean, I can't understand the whole Barbie guest mob thing because that's just not Barbie's kind of scene. But I mean, hey.
Barbie girl belongs over here on Troll Avenue.
No, Barbie's still
where she belongs.
no. Barbie is still owned by Guest Mob. Okay, I'm just saying.
I don't
Guest
know
Mob,
about that, but okay.
Guest Mob hasn't released her. She's still owned by Guest Mob. So,
do you think anybody on this platform owns Barbie girl?
Well, I'm just saying that's what Guest Mob thinks. Barbie is now Guest Mob property. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to say nothing wrong. I mean, I love Barbie to death, but I'm just saying she's the property now. She's the
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that, but
as long as she keeps providing, she'll be left to string along. As soon as she quits providing, she'll be like everybody else.
Yeah, but listen, I'll say it like I said earlier in the stream. Come up to present time if you think you're gonna dox out Barbie and call her family up. It's happened 2 communities over.
Who said that? Mike said that. Mike said, "Is that what I heard?" Something about. I heard the video.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If he's calling her mom and dad and brother, and some people I don't even know's name, and they've already been contacted. Jake and Morticia did it up on Barbie, called her brother, and said the most vulgar things, and her family all heard it.
It's already been done. Yeah.
Barbie's not got a criminal record. You're not going to expose anything. You're going to harass her family, who's not a part of YouTube. They didn't come here. They didn't say, let me participate in dumbass shit on the internet. But because their daughter did, you think they need to be engaged. Well, guess what, Buttercup? They've been engaged twice over. So you're late to the game. You're tardy to the party, honey.
Right. See, even Steve Billis says, I don't have anything against Barbie. She just can't let it go.
Well, maybe she's trolling you, Steve. You know the game, honey.
I mean, right now she might not be allowed to let it go. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, she's trolling and rolling. Barbie's a troll. Steve's a troll. I'm a troll. Stitches, you're a fucking troll.
I'm not a troll. Nope, I'm not a troll.
Stop. Baby, not anymore. I really don't troll anymore either, honestly. Like I say, I'm a troll. I can't even tell you the last time I did it. That subscriber mode only fucks me up.
I hate that. I don't even turn mine on that.
Like, I gotta wait 2 hours to come tell you you suck. Fuck it. I'm going to take a shower, a snack, and go to bed.
Look, Bob says, Barbie, quit picking on Steve.
Barbie, lighten up, honey.
Barbie, you sound like Flatline now. Stitches on.
And listen, Barbie's not as awful as all you guys try to make her out to be, honestly. I mean, that's coming from me, and anybody from Troll Avenue ought to know how big of a deal that is for me to say that. I mean, she don't do nothing no fucking worse than half the community's doing already anyway.
Right. Yes, Sean, and I'll tell her. Right. So, yeah, just like with the drama rehab only had one person over there that I really respect, and that's because he don't run with their narrative. He he'll troll a little bit, but and that's Creeps. I like Creeps. So I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Creep cakes. Yeah.
Creep's been around for a long time, huh?
Well,
Even though me and Creeps did have a little go at each other, but we said what we said and we were done with it. So
that's par for the Creeps course, I would think.
Right.
You have a little headbutting here and there,
Right.
With
What's
everyone.
up there, Angelo? Stitches has been trolling since Etch a Sketch days. I hear you.
Oh, that's just sketches are out pretty early. Mike,
Barbie and I only had one issue, and that's when it was about Mark, and I said what I had to say, and she said what she had to say, and as far as I'm concerned, it's over with.
So Donna Atwood said, Kara, what do you think of Boss 510? She's from Troll Avenue. I don't know what do I think of her.
She's out there.
She's fine. I
think Boss 5. I love Boss 510 to death, but I think she gets into stuff that she's not into just to be into something. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Or trying to find loyalties with people, even in the wrong situations, maybe.
Right.
But
well,
she inserts herself in all G's things. See, well, I don't really watch G.
You're right,
so I don't know what she's doing, and that really is the truth.
Trigger minds. I really don't pay attention to that, what he's doing over there now, because I believe that entertainers should entertain and stay out of politics and
they should entertain and not be involved with bitch shit.
Right.
The end. Get to singing. That's what we like. Bow, 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 bow.
All right. It's like it's like back in the 90s when the Dixie Chicks ruined their career because they wanted to try to run right. They want to talk shit into politics, and then the fan base kind of said, "Well, fuck y'all." So,
that's what you get for talking shit. You just lost $3 million per pocket being a dumb bitch.
Right. So what they should do, the entertainers should just entertain and stay quiet.
I agree.
Movie stars should just star in movies and shut up.
Yes. Just
because you got a bunch of people when they get to that level, okay, they lose touch of reality because they are above financially and socially wise, so they don't.
Yeah, they get the big head,
right? So they're not in touch with how reality really is,
right?
So
like a lot of people. There's a lot of delusional people.
Exactly, it's the mental health crisis.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, how many have we seen them come in? Lindy, Christ, I know Lindy has gone through countless people that claim that, or
I think that all of us.
Listen,
I think all of us here have mental health. I think that there's just some of us that have a moral compass and a slight grasp on discernment. So we're a little bit above the rest, but I think you have to be mental to be in chat.
Well, I'm medicated and I see a psychiatrist every month.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you for being honest. Exactly. I need to be medicated and I need to be seeing a psychiatrist every month. At least you're productive, honey.
So look, Monchichi says that he makes videos to entertain himself. He is his favorite YouTuber.
Well, I like his videos. He's very talented, actually.
Well, I mean, I try to watch Monchichi, but every time I go over there, he's just playing with his wood, and
he's a wood tosser.
Oh, a wood tosser. He's tossing his wood everywhere, isn't he?
He tosses his wood for fun. Is his hobby.
Right.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. All right, listen.
Yeah.
It's 5:40. I think I'm gonna have to bid you guys all a good night because I have to go get dinner going for my family.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to say and Lindy, thank you so much for coming up. Lindy, thank you for reposting us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank all
I'm
of
just
you.
glad that you had me. I appreciate it.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Yes,
We definitely have respect on your perspective, 100%.
Well, thank you. And you all are welcome to join me anytime.
Thank you. I want to say thank everybody for coming into the side chat, whether you agree with us or where you don't. Thank you for being respectful. And I hope you had a good time. And I hope that you have a great week. But we're going to say goodnight to you, darlings, and bid you all farewell.
Stay safe, y'all.
Right.
Y'all have a great rest of your night. Bye, y'all.
Yep. Y'all have a good evening. Thanks everybody for coming. Appreciate it for and Lindy and Miss Tara.
Yes. Hasta mañanas.
See you later. I don't know what no pasta mañana means, but yeah.
Means I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All
It's
right.
Hispanic.
That's an Italian. It's an Italian Hispanic.
No, it's next. It's Hispanic. Where I'll see you tomorrow.
I thought it was like what you was cooking for supper.
Oh, I thought you said
that would be hasta enchilada.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
you and your enchiladas.
I thought you were like pasta mañana. That's what you were having for
That's
supper.
what okay. Now I'm up to speed.
Right.
Look, Lindy says she gone.
Right. All right. Well,
All right, we're clear. Hey, listen.
Icky, you know that's not right. Icky says broccoli smells like chicken in a can.
I don't know if that's true. I think broccoli might smell like leather and boxing gloves when she uppercuts you in the chin.
Right.
Keep talking your shit, Icky. Keep fucking around, you find out, honey.
That's right.
You know about
Icky.
them redheads?
Right. She
Didn't
gonna
you
do it
mind?
up on you, Icky. She gonna do it. She gonna kick you out her backyard. What she gonna do? You're gonna have to go find somewhere else to live.
Me and Brock about to go Dolly Parton cake bake it up and then kick your ass while the cake cools in the window.
Miss Layla says that Icky smells like water bugs.
Oh, is that the same smell as like a stink bug? Did y'all ever pop a stink bug when you were a kid?
Yes.
Is that the same smell?
I don't have no idea. I never popped a water bug.
I don't know either, but kill the stream. Fuck.
Bye.
Bye.